whether a trophy, revenge, or just a chance, you know, to stay alive in this tournament. But I do want to talk about how they can do it today, because looking at the map vetoes and how both teams have approached their win conditions so far, Kakuka, I'm not fully understanding what Emil and Liquid have been trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. I think that for people may need a little bit of context if they're not familiar with how Gambit was in the past and how Team Liquid has been throughout the year. For a very, very long time, Gambit did not want to hear anything about Haven. But for some reason, for this tournament, Team Liquid has decided that Pearl is going to be their permaban. Is a map that they not only don't feel comfortable in, but also is a map that they haven't trained that much in EMEA, because we're not a region that plays a lot of it. And if you're going to go against NA where you love it and there's so many things that can happen, maybe that's the route that they wanted to take. Now, we're seeing a Liquid that actually picks onto that Haven. Hasn't really had the effect that they expected to, I assume.
And both these teams have a permaban. Like you were saying for Liquid, it's almost always Pearl. Same with NRG. They have not been playing Fracture in this tournament. So for both these squads, this is a predictable veto. And this is one where that kind of last-second preparation overnight after playing your next match really comes into play, where the experience of the IGLs and the coaches on both sides becomes so important.
Yeah, I mean, as we can see from the map vetoes as we go in, we do anticipate those permabans coming in here. Fracture, as you said, Mimi, has gone right off the table, but what do they choose? Where do we go in terms of the maps we actually see?
NRG have some options here. I think probably at the top of their pool, well, yeah, be that Haven or the Bind.
Of course, it was going to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, I expected them to favor the Bind in this one, but after seeing TL really struggle versus EG on that map and NRG being excellent with that Harbor Viper comp, that's not a surprise.
And it's also something that in EMEA we don't see. We're not used to that. They rely on that preparation. Remember that NRG had 1 day off to actually watch that match and take out a lot of it. For Team Liquid, they were playing yesterday and they need to survive today.
Yeah, and I like this Ascent pick too, Mimi. This is much better from Liquid.
Yeah, I also do love that NRG are getting rid of that Lotus. I was not a fan of the way that they were playing that Neon composition. And that does leave us to Split, which is a map both these teams quite comfortable on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking also about the Lotus and the Fracture that we saw the other day against Fnatic, where they decided to swap
Selamat pagi.
and they just go back to that map.
Yeah, as you guys can see from the Prime Gaming Agent select, these are the comps that we are going to get here today. The Viper, Harbor, of course.
Mirror Agent kah? Oh, enggak.
Yeah, not a surprise. Yummy on
Harbor.
that reach Solkas with, you know, the double flashes on the side of Liquid. No Sovas to get that extra
Halo semuanya, selamat pagi.
that we had expected him to go on the Killjoy way before. And Rekka keeping on that pick. I think that for the entire tournament, he has only played Omen. Of course, it's definitely his main, but it's not like, you know, duelists and players being on Jet constantly.
NRG have a 56% attack side win rate. They're really good at mid-rounding with this composition, slowing things down and finding that weaker site. So I expect Liquid to have to play retake quite a lot in this map. They have this double flash comp with the Breach and the Sky, but versus this Harbor Viper that has so much stall in these post finds, the question is, can they get those retakes off? They were struggling versus EG with them.
Well, this is it. Time to kick off this huge elimination match and send it over to your casters for today. It's Achilles and Paperthin.
Thank you very much, Des, for setting us up for this epic clash that we're about to witness. NA versus EMEA, Liquid versus NRG, both teams fighting for survival. The loser goes home. The winner stays to fight another day.
This should be a really exciting match. Two very good teams, two very smart teams, two teams with a ton of history in this game. You expect this to be very back and forth. You expect this to really go the distance. We've seen Haven already from both of these teams, as that's where we're going to kick things off. You know, NRG dominated DRX
Kita nobarnya cuma satu game cuma satu match aja guys ya. Satu ntar yang Fnatic yang PRX lawan Edward Gaming kita nggak nonton. Selamat pagi semuanya, selamat pagi.
When they played it versus DRX, let's just be honest, they stomped them. It was the worst performance DRX ever had on that map, and you have to give tons of credit to the way that NRG was just reading them, holding them, and of course that beautiful flank from Artis at the very end to cap things off.
Yeah, really feels like this one's gonna put a lot of extra pressure.
Pagi-pagi sarapan turnamen Valorant, bener. Kalian dukung siapa nih teman-teman? Menurut kalian yang bakal pulang siapa nih hari ini nih? Apakah tim Liquid atau NRG nih yang bakal pulang duluan nih? Oke, kita mulai. Apakah Saif akan menjadi Saipul? Kena tuh Redgar.
Tag down to 74, so good early damage here from NRG. The punishment, they are going to go ahead and continue creeping up.
Yeah, the early toxic screen on the other side of the map gave him a little bit of breathing room over here, but quickly the rotations are coming through for Team Liquid. You can see NRG They are not a team that often just kind of picks a side and just goes for it. They are going to take their time and readjust here. Spike was in hand for Finesse, and they are going back to the other side now, having that toxic screen available, having drawn out these rotations, but safe, sneaking
mereka dari C jadi ke A tiba-tiba.
Being watched a bit by some, but now full attention here. Trailblazer, I don't know if they spotted anything. No, toxic screen is up. So yeah, the Trailblazer didn't see this, but a great adjustment here from Team Liquid. They've already shifted back over.
Mereka udah ke A loh, udah di hold A lawan A coy. Wah, Saipul. Saipul di tangan, aduh Ardis.
Now scrambling, deciding what to do with just 24 seconds remaining in the round.
Tim Liquid melawan NRG. Flash.
Two sheriffs. Ghost in hand, single flash remaining. Soulcast trying to pop flash on the flank. Soulcast not needing that full blind, but now Yumpy goes in with one of his own, but he can't let him the shots. That's being able to find one, but Nats gets two.
Nice one. Nice flash dari Yumpy. Nanti siang mau record, iya gue nggak bisa nonton yang match kedua karena gue mau record sama Cucurut tuh. Jadi cannot.
And I love the way Safe does this. He just gets one and done and backs out. And then it's the util dump on the execute. NRG has not much choice in the situation. They're boxed in basically. Yes,
mantap Nat.
They maybe had the opportunity to re-rotate, but they don't know exactly what's going on in that space of the map.
Halo Cia, salam kenal juga, selamat datang di channel YouTubeku.
Hands. A really good start for them here on this defender side. Now Safe just gets right up on the box. Confirm.
Oh, kirain bakal anti flash. Bada bing bada boom.
Makes his exit, doesn't take any damage in the meantime.
Set.
Heard on that rotation here as Victor gains some information for the squad. Smoke goes across though. Redguard not wanting him to get free access to the site.
But you've got a couple sheriffs in a frenzy here for NRG, so definitely do some damage.
Nalo.
Crashies.
He's trying to play anti-flash here. Crashies not having one for another 10 seconds, but without it, certainly doesn't want to press
Aduh,
forward.
Redguard mati. Salah Ardis yang mati. Udah di koka. Victor. Waduh, NRG berantakan. Finesse mati, Finesse. Flawless. Oh, dia dukung siapa? Gua dukung tim Liquid aja. NRG kayaknya hopeless guys. Pagi Asia, PRX versus ADG versus dukung siapa bang? Gua dukung Kengkeng anjing. Udah lah, capek gua dukung PRX kalau nggak ada something. Hopeless. Gua mau dukung Kengkeng aja biar Kengkeng ketemu AG di final. Gak bisa cuy. PRX gak akan bisa menang lawan EDG. Trust me. Dari track record PRX sih gak akan menang lawan EDG ya. Wow. Ya tim Liquid comeback stronger. Oh, kirain absen. Ternyata Yampinya yang di absen balik. Pagi, selamat pagi. Set.
This is pretty good setup right now for Team Liquid to maybe do some more damage. Two Bulldogs, flank angles. They know they've got him pretty well pinned in. They really only question for them is going to be
gak kedetek. Turretnya tidak tertutup, tetap terdetek, mati.
This is a really nice call here from NRG, but I like the way that Team Liquid sets up for this. With Nats right up front, Redguard still backing up with that Marshall. Some potential there to do some damage, and they get it one. And then you have Yumpy hiding right around the corner there. He's undetected by the flash that NRG uses, and he's able to pick up another, almost gets a second. So really, Team Liquid, a pretty good read here so far on this defender side, but the same toxic screen going to be going up here for NRG. Kind of
lepas harapan betul.
To the other side of the map, but maybe this time.
Buset. Double molly gitu, bro.
Really keep Sewers at bay, but immediately Redgar starts pushing space.
Nafsu banget ngebunuh orang kah?
Just getting himself tucked away.
Dibikin vulnerable gitu dua-duanya.
Doesn't know that he's gotten across. Now turns the sights over towards long.
Aduh.
No, they cut back.
Untung ya. Nice trade, nice trade.
Out of the equation.
Nice trade.
One off that lockdown. Dash forward, Artist gets himself into the sights.
Oh, Artist!
As he arrives, and some will flush out the sky. Soulcast dead and safe with the operator. Now needs
ada member
save,
optik.
So
emang member optik 3 biji di NRG. Crashes, Victor, Finesse itu member optik.
Kind of obfuscating.
Som itu original NRG. Artist itu baru masuk. Baru masuk juga Artist dari FPX kan. FPX kan ke FUT ya. Tapi FUT udah pulang.
I mean, Redgar did what he could there, stuck in kind of an awkward position, trying to use that toxic screen against NRG to isolate some fights, but there were two there. Couldn't quite find the second, so NRG doing very, very well. Safe going to be able to keep that operator going over into the next round. Let's see how Team Liquid wants to readjust here. Just kind of some good opportunities for NRG, but just really good utility usage. Get themselves onto that site. Really gave them an advantage there in that round. Money here just a little bit weak for Team Liquid, so some sheriffs.
Navi. Oh iya Navi, sorry. Kok FUT? Navi. Navi udah pulang. Udah gone Navi.
The Reckoning one away. So you've got some opportunity. Yampi one away from his Rolling Thunder as well. So let's see if there's some play for the Alt Orb here over at Long A. I can see Yampi pinging it out.
Udah gua ngantuk banget asli.
Team Liquid wants to get themselves set up.
Kurang tidur nih.
Grab it indeed right off the rip. They are going to get that Rolling Thunder. Big retake utility here.
Agresif sekali, agresif. Tinggal ditembak jedor tuh. Wallbang deh.
Lock it down.
Some shifting over. What's the ace out of the map is Redgar. Gets a little connection there against Some. It's a bit of damage, but with the sky on the opposite side, the heals will come through, so he'll be just fine.
Apakah Ardis akan keculik?
Love for them to filter in towards him. And Artis is just a couple steps away from making it happen.
Ardis terculik.
Finds the opening
Ardis terculik. Ardis terculik.
NRG turn their sights over here towards C. Yampi clearly thinking about setting the Rolling Thunder sights. Not to go for it quite just yet, and that's that carryover Phantom puts it to good use.
Yampi
pick. Now the Rolling Thunder going to be going in. Some completely
nice.
Oh man, didn't even need to do that, but just for style points, we'll get the headshot of Sam's midair. Cleanup comes through, and it seems like TL should be able to turn this one on its head despite that weapon disadvantage.
It's just a great read here from Team Liquid. NRG tries to pull the trigger right off the rip. Finesse.
Mati. Let's go, Team Liquid.
Flawless round for Team Liquid. But just brilliant the way they read this map. They get the initial duel, and even though it is the duelist, it is that jet player and artist that you take down, they still have a great read that this is likely just a fake here from NRG. And they've got everybody ready over on the C side. I love the patience from Yampi to hang on to that Rolling Thunder until a lot of that smoke utility
Rolling Thunder.
And they're able to punish the players that are stuck there in the long sea. Really good stuff here from Team Liquid.
Yep.
NRG though. Gua bakalan banyak nguap nih, jadi mohon maaf ya. Soalnya saya ngantuk banget, ya Lord. Ayo save. Oh bisa save. Tidur jam berapa? Kemarin tidur jam 12:30-an gitu. Cuma bangunnya juga sebenarnya 7:30. Sebenarnya sih nggak kurang tidur sih, 7 jam gua. Cuma ngantuk banget, nggak tahu kenapa. Waduh. Gila. Tipis amat, boys.
But that lockdown is still going through. The double detain just right in front of each other. Soulcast now sprinting in, but Safe is going to be taken out. He knows that there's one on the backside of the box, and somehow...
Aduh, Saipul.
And Soulcast, he misses out on the opportunity at least to do a bit more
Udah
damage.
mandi gua, habis olahraga, makan, mandi. Gua tetep aja ngantuk.
A little bit of a wild one there, as both, especially Team Liquid here really wanted to get aggressive onto this lockdown and shut it down, but NRG was just stacked all around it, kind of anticipating the pressure that was going to be coming towards their lockdown. and so they just handle it very, very nicely. That double stack.
Joget
right
dulu
on the
kan.
site.
Hello.
A double stack on the site, though, really able to kind of keep that lockdown safe. You know, just body blocking it essentially.
Buset.
Now safe. Going to be backed off here.
Denied dia, denied
He's
dia.
been wanting to play with this operator, using some of their early
Saipul sih beli AWP lagi nih saking kayaknya nih gue lihat-lihat nih.
Towards A here. But no heavy lean just yet from Team Liquid. Another flash. Doesn't give you too much information here. Looking to see when maybe that Trailblazer comes out. Some of that heavy.
Save.
Set. Save. Save. Apakah akan piercing shot adik-adik? Piercing shot.
Look at push up the back of the aftershock. The flash there. The first shot connects. Soulcast finding one. Follow-up shot from Safe. Gonna go a little bit wide.
Bunuh dua.
It's a
Dapat satu. Apa? Kalah satu. Cuan.
NRG away from this A site. Shove away they shall.
Halo harus abis match ini lawan siapa? Abis match ini ada Edward Gaming lawan PRX.
Redguard just checking out over towards C long, not going to be seeing anything, and now the wall's coming up. They should have a good idea that, yeah, this is going to be happening over the B side. Finesse still trying to creep in, but Yumpy's read this. Just waits perfectly.
Nice,
Shuts
Yumpy.
it down, and now it's a 4v2 for the retake.
Aduh, GG. Gila Nats, kasih paham Bang Nats. Gila kayaknya karena kita udah nontonin EG 4 kali ya. EG kan tanding udah 4 kali ya guys ya. Terus 4-4-nya kan 2-0. Gua ngerasa aiming tim lain tuh jadi kayak biasa aja gitu loh. Kayak standar aiming gue sekarang jadi aimingnya EG coy. Tung. Sadis dah. Kalau dibandingin EG, tim-tim lain kayak nggak ada apa-apanya gitu aimingnya. Pagi Reza. Time out. Terus lah, time out lah.
At that point, they know it's going B. They leave one player to watch for that lurk over towards A. And everything's accounted for here. Every base is checked by Team Liquid in that round.
Kayak gue ngeliat aiming, padahal aiming mereka juga sebenarnya jago-jago. Cuma EG tuh kayak next level gitu loh. EG lagi panas kah? Panas banget. EG super duper hot, bro.
They were getting caught off guard by it, so it seems like they've definitely drilled that a little bit more since that set. And they have a very good read on how NRG wants to pilot this map. That's a great way to kick things off. Obviously,
EG versus Fnatic menang mana bang? Gue EG sih. Gue sih EG sih.
And still come out with a dominant half on the attack.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it's important here for NRG to do a lot of damage on this attacker side because Team Liquid's attacker side has been pretty solid for them. Even against EG, they were able to get 5 rounds in a very, close half on that side. But of course, after that, it was a little bit of a different
Gila, gue udah berapa kali nih.
But against EDG, they were also very good on their attacker side. So really, here for NRG, this is a great time out. This is a great time to stabilize. See if you can string 2 or 3 rounds together and make this a much closer map going into the second half. But right now, this Team Liquid looks like the one we saw against EDG. It looks like they've got a good read on their opponents. They understand where the lurks, where the pressure is going to be coming from. And in particular, it's the information gathering here for Team Liquid, the space that they're able to identify.
Really want control of long. Fight and the swarm. Being committed to that one. Opens up for the push. No one in the site.
Push.
This plan can come through.
Ardis.
Given that the pit is available, Finesse.
Oh, nice. Dihancurin semuanya trapnya.
That much more difficult. Now it's going to be popped on the opposite side. Artist getting a bit of damage there from that nanoswarm.
Welcome to my world.
To try to scout them out, see if there's any of those flank angles coming in. Approach from behind, going to be noted though as that Trailblazer goes forward from Yumpy. Up over the top, double updraft, Safe looking for something, not going to be noting anyone. As Nats up
in someone bikin counter nguapnya Devin. Hari-hari counter nguapnya Devin.
Doesn't eat that flash, however, from his teammate. Redguard spamming out, Finesse going to be fighting 2, but now the pit's going to be dropped in the blink of an eye. Everybody on the side of NRG disappears in this timeout.
Hari ini dia lagi jadi Saif, bukan Saiful.
Overwhelm them.
And that could be an absolute backbreaker on this map for NRG. Because they had so many ults invested in that round. The Seekers
they
and
have
the Pit.
So many ults.
And the Blade Storm. 3 huge ults coming through there. Team Liquid playing retake on A the whole time off the rip of this. And even though the Seekers confirmed presence up into heaven, I thought maybe Artist with that Blade Storm might try to updraft and get into there to clear the space, but he never ended up doing it. He just held.
That's what I want
you know,
to see,
with the
boys.
way that they're able to just collapse on the map, everybody just coming through. Just starts spraying into
Tim Liquid
there.
yang dulu final lawan
FNS
PRX,
is good for a
bukan
couple
PRX soalnya Fnatic dulu di final. Lu dukung siapa? Gue dukung Tim Liquid.
presence and the timing from Team Liquid.
Aku capek
Everybody
dukung
coming in at the
NRG.
same time on the same page.
NRG.
Just really fantastic stuff.
Udah Saipul nge-push tuh. Saipul nge-push tuh short tuh. Waduh Saipul.
Nats has just been an absolute monster. 11-3-2 on this map, where he's had some quieter performances thus far in the tournament. He's right out front this time.
Saipul.
Hungry for blood. Som gonna rotate
Aduh,
across. Couple shots flying. Safe, just getting the opposite side of the wall. Flash going in behind him. He takes, oh my god, he just dips back behind it, dodges out of the
Wah, dia
confirmation.
pintar banget dibikin infonya miss dengan dia ke belakang wall jadinya miss.
However, the opposite side of the map gets a headshot. Can go ahead and
Nice.
recover that weapon. Yampi's desperately trying to stop him, and he actually has.
That's a great flash.
Gila.
Absolutely great flash.
Saipul lagi big brain. Pas di flash, dia ngebalik. Dia ngejuk ke wall biar dianggap miss. Biar dianggap nggak ada orang, jadi langsung nge-push itu si Victor. Ini final upper kah? Enggak, ini quarter final lower. Ini dia guys, Team Liquid. Yeah,
And certainly it is an eco for NRG, but everybody playing off their utility really well here for Team Liquid. I mean, Nat's off the turret, Yampi there with his stuns and flashes, doing a great job keeping FNS at bay, and just that's just quality stuff from Team Liquid. And now NRG, they have the Reckoning available, but you've got that Rolling Thunder and the Seekers here for Team Liquid. Could play a little bit of counter here. Now the shifting over in towards C, a cascade to try to keep the approach here blocked off. Flash doesn't get through on the other side, so
I suggest you move.
Does go out safe, avoiding it, sees the dash in, and takes his head off.
Saipul ke-distract sama ulti.
Taken by NRG.
Let's go.
Just waiting. The plant does come through. Crashy stuck
satu
inside
doang
the
yang
dome.
kena.
The push starts coming in. Artist on the backside managing to find one. Cloudburst goes down. They'll find a second one. And it's getting a third.
Nice.
Is the finisher as Yampi will
Nice
be the last
NRG,
one to fall.
nice.
It interrupted the plant, but the plant not necessary. They'll get it in the
Ini
back
dua-duanya
end
yang
for a
main
little bit of
veteran
cash,
guys.
but they fight back, they keep themselves
Tim
in
Liquid
this.
veteran, NRG juga veteran personilnya.
6-6 scoreline on the
Ini
half.
ibaratnya tuh kayak boom lawan AE lah. Veteran semua yang main coy. Udah berumur, nggak semuanya sih, tapi udah 25, 26 gitu.
Of these ults, of this utility coming through, a
Abang-abang veteran yang defend NRG atau Liquid dulu. Habis ini baru yang defend NRG switch.
By NRG, and then Artist is able to step right around the side. Looks like it might be a similar start to the round here for NRG. Let's see if they want to commit. Trailblazer leads me to believe they want to.
I mean, double op setup here from Liquid, not something that we see too much of. And that's wanting to find a pick, but they have to just go ahead and evacuate the site once again. NRG will be
Gila,
able to press
refleksnya
forward.
sih cepet banget ya. Reaction time mereka tuh kayak, oh gue udah ke pojok, oke gue TP. Oh main langsung initiated.
Now drops it through. Govin nowhere to break this. They have to push back. And the Artist is going to get caught up in the crossfire there as he tries to exit. Yampi finding the pick, sends out that aftershock, swings in the corner, looks for
Yampi
Victor, puts him down
offset.
to 80, loses his life.
Yampi offset.
For a bit of a body block, Safe gets some.
Mantap, mantap. Gila. Last round before the switch.
I like the idea here from NRG because they've been pushing the tempo, they've been pushing the pace, but this time with the double ops, a little bit more patience here as well from the side of Team Liquid, knowing they have that lockdown available. They can play a safer retake, and Yampi with yet another great timing here. Catches Artist
Last
just
round
at the
before
end
the
as
switch.
he's trying to escape that lockdown. And then they've got an NRG completely pinned in on the other site. Some utility early here.
Last
Show some
round
presence towards
before
aim.
the
Team Liquid
switch.
had shifted their weight over. Yampi there, ready just in case. It was another fast, aggressive hit. And Nats, once again, playing anti-flash at the door. Turret on the other side. That Nano not going to find Nats. It's on the back side of him. The alarm bot at the front of sight here will confirm some presence towards Artis momentarily.
Mereka makan apa sih? Kok bisa jago banget? Kita makan nasi sehari sekali doang tapi sisanya main game. Wah, Soulcase lagi panas. Panas, sepanas.
He's going to be out front, but he cannot get himself into the site quite just yet. Has to wait for the time to take down the Trailblazer, chasing him. Pushes across the top.
Oh, Victor, mantap Tor.
So much more work to do and he can't get it done.
Nice try, Tor. Nice try. Well done buat Tim Liquid. Mantap. Ini mapiknya Tim Liquid, guys.
Nats and Yampi are just playing phenomenally right now.
Phenomenal.
Just causing so much chaos for NRG. And this angle that Yampi takes on the other side of the smoke just not accounted for by Artis. And even though he gets stunned up, he's still able to hit the shots. Just incredible stuff here from Team Liquid. Just brilliantly read a lot of these rounds.
Yep.
The double ops coming in at a crucial time there onto C. Just great decisions.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to go ahead and throw over to the desk to break down that first half.
Thank you very much, Achilles and Paperthin. What a beautiful start to this match and great half of Valorant. And Kukuka, Liquid, the reads, the synergy, everything is just going well.
Yeah, exactly. We know that Haven was kind of going to happen if they didn't decide to ban it. To me, the most important thing is the way in which they did it. I have a little telly with a very short clip that I wanted to show you guys of this round number 5. Now, here happened something that we had seen previously that Redguard was trying to do against this Viper wall that, of course, only NRG is able to be using. So I want us to roll the clip because Safe is going to be solo handling this situation now that he has this position to which he can get away from. He gets that kill and just backs instantly. The over rotation from Team Liquid is also based on all the information that they get in with the SOM utility that is being used over the side. Now they're having the same reaction that Fnatic was having to NRG on Bind, and is if you cannot do anything about that Harbor utility, you need to be hyper reactive. You need to go across it as soon as possible.
Ini cewek analisanya on point
you don't
banget.
have to work against it. The moment that the utility was coming from, and this is something recurrent during this first half, is have a reaction to it, use that utility, do not let them get the space because otherwise it's going to get shaky.
And I think Liquid's proactivity
berkali-kali itu Viper Wall dari NRG itu menguntungkan Ardis. Saiful, bukan Ardis sih. Itu NRG Wall Vipernya yang di A tuh menguntungkan Saif banget itu. 2 kali Saiful itu mengandalkan wallnya Viper pas nyala. Bisa menang kalau NRG nggak bisa.
Anchoring these sites. NRG, well, they found a solution to get around here or there. There was no consistency. And now they're in a really tough position going to the second half.
Gak bisa, guys. Gak bisa menang, gak bisa menang.
Something out of the bag here, Paperthin and Achilles, if they want to secure this match.
Trust me.
Oh, we'll see if they're able to do just that.
Bisa menang,
the
coy.
back needs to begin now for NRG. TL way out in the front, and that pistol round win, if it goes into their hands once again, it feels that much more damning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Udah ronde berapa? Ini 8-4. Udah switching side. Switching side.
Great controlling of space like the desk is talking about. Just brilliant reads.
Kita lihat gimana sistem menyerangnya tim Liquid nih.
On to Safe. So they're going to contest a long ult orb a bit there. But for now, I think this is all just setting up for at least a B lean potentially, an alarm bot to keep track of a C lurk if there was going to be one from NRG, but right now.
Artis seeing a hell of a lot. He doesn't like what he sees. Backs away, Victor though, tucked away into the corner. Frenzy Spray managing to find 1. Redguard TPing out to safety, keeps himself safe for now. Soulcase, however, finding 3.
Gila Soulcase.
Man just damn near doubled his kill count.
Soulcase hobinya nge-headshot pakai ghost anjir. Ngasih senjata apapun sih basically. Aduh.
Crashy is trying to push the issue. Has to go for the reload, the pop flash around the corner, tries to send it, but they're so much closer than he anticipated.
Fake flash.
Plants in some now.
Nice
with everything to do.
Fake flash.
Low on the opposite side, but still needs to find 3. Swings out, eats the flash.
Buset.
Sends out that cascade tap on the spike, just again trying to.
Kok dia udah bisa 2 kali gitu anjir?
finds Nats, doesn't take any damage. The plot line, however, connecting, it's just buying more time, which he is running out of. Tries to get himself in to try to hold it to half, but yep,
Kok dia bisa 2 kali wall yang dorong?
Liquid take another pistol round, and they are now one step closer to closing out Haven.
Just looking dominant here. I would love to see this from Soulcast's angle because
Bang Xtreem pindah kemana ya? Nggak tahu gue Xtreem sama si Rivera pindah kemana dah.
First, then just watch. Oh my god.
Waduh.
What a transfer.
Gila. Udah di wall loh. Masih jeder palanya, boys. Kaeom.
Goes. Oh, I don't know what that was, but goes into the round with 5, comes out with 8 kills.
I don't know what that was.
Now it's weapons in hand. 2 rifles for Team Liquid, not playing around here.
Oh, emang 2.
Marshall always goes for that one.
Gue pikir cepet amat cooldown nih kan. Waduh.
Safe, just rushing forward, trying to see if we can get any stray picks here around the B site, but then we'll just go ahead and back away. Liquid cutting some noise.
Yeah, I think Liquid just looking to see if NRG is going to try an aggressive push out with this lower econ buy. Maybe think about flooding through towards window or something to see if they can get some flanks.
Oh, ke Carmine Corp, ke K Corp.
Teams from time to time if it's not accounted for, so that pressure early just to keep NRG at bay. But now A site wide open. Trailblazer used to confirm that short A is clear. So
dulu 1, sekarang jadi 2. Oh, di buff. Gue baru tahu.
Quite get that second. So Spectre will be recovered, but he does a hell of a lot of damage here. And with Crashy's gone, that means they cannot heal this up. So Victor at 33, Sam at 64. In the meantime,
Victor sama Sam kagak bisa di-heal, Bang.
There's a site spike now planted.
Patience pays off there for NRG. They're able to get Nats in a 1v1, upgrade a gun. See if Victor can put it to good use. He's already pretty beat up, and he's watching the flank, looking for another counterler from Team Liquid. As right now, it doesn't seem like they are really keen on making this retake attempt go just yet. Let's see the back of that high tide. Yeah, I think they're just gonna let the spike do its thing here, potentially.
That does seem like it.
Mau mati sama spike dia ya, pada ya.
Fairly dire situation. Liquid, they want to go for the push. They want to try to find some of these kills. Artist, however, striking 1 down with a frenzy, but then falls some. We'll get another with the Sheriff shots coming across, and now we'll just tuck away in heaven and wait for the spike to take him. Doesn't give over any extra charge, and had he been able to do so, I mean,
tertarik sama game Undown apaan tuh? Sekarang lihat Thailand mainnya rapih banget, berarti emang EG gigi parah. EG itu next level cuy. Sempat sampai PRX enggak. Gue cuma nonton match pertama doang. PRX sama EDG gue nggak nonton. Gue lagi nge-record.
No doubt about it. Now they're starting to get themselves situated. A couple nanos over towards B, potentially expecting some kind of pressure towards the B site. You see this all the time on the bonus rounds. Teams are going to want to go for that, but 3 rifles going to be in the hands of Liquid. Stinger and a Ghost to back it up. Spike being carried.
Serem banget kemarin, parah.
Over here on the C site. It's
next level lagi itu next level anjir.
Just towards spawn.
Aiming next level, strategi next level, utility next level, gila itu.
Yeah, they're starting to rush forward. Some trying to get himself into the site. Vanessa, however, going to be able to find one. As Safe gets taken down. Radiator swinging around the backside, gets struck out as well. Just trying to play with an unexpected tempo and aggression, but they managed to shut him down. Some holds the angle across into garage, and suddenly it is only Nats remaining. Tap onto the spike. Spotting 1, but there's just so much to deal with. It would need to be an ace at this range with a Ghost in hand. So NRG will be able to take this round after all, it would seem. It'll turn down. Artist going to start rushing forward. Flash goes out, tries to turn away from it, but as he looks back, Artist is there, ready to claim him, and claim him he does. Round goes the way of NRG. That could be the start. Still bank that needs to be true.
Dulu FNC kalah sama PRX, apakah EDG juga? Bisa jadi, tapi permasalahannya adalah PRX itu ngerombak tim coy. Jadi performance PRX ini lagi jelek banget karena satu timnya tuh bukan yang full tim. Mereka pakai subs. Kedua, roll beberapa orang kayak 4 second, terus rollnya Davai juga berubah. Jadi mereka nggak kayak dulu gitu loh. Kalau dulu kan udah jelas ya, duo JJ kan, Jing sama Jason, mereka tuh udah duelis. Terus Bengkai itu inisiator, Davai yang smoker. Terus si Aaron Smoker, Bengkai atau Bengkai sama Davai kan kalau nggak inisiator Sentinel. Kalau sekarang kan Jason tuh jadi Forsaken tuh jadi flexible role. Wah, Yampi timingnya. Iya, bukan squad utama. Dan banyak perombakan. Jadi bener yang kayak kemarin poster ngomong tuh bener. Iya, Fnatic emang menang lawan PRX. Tapi perlu dicatat. Bahkan Boster pun ngakuin gitu. Perlu dicatat bahwa PRX ini bukan squad utamanya. Mereka main dengan substitute dan butuh adjustment.
What a reaction! Catches
wow.
And just says 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dung 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 dung.
Oh, this is absolutely insane. The first player jumps and somehow he gets the aim to come back down.
Gila. Diputerin, bos.
Unbelievable.
Diputerin, bos.
On the artist and the pivot to Victor. And yeah, Yampi cannot believe what he just witnessed. Nats, an absolute stone cold killer today.
Langsung time out.
8 and 4.
Langsung time out ya adik-adik.
Using a timeout, and I do not blame them.
I just love that. First of all, I was thinking in that situation, I'm
what
like, please, Nats,
flick?
don't swing this corner. Just hold this angle. Just play this out.
What the flick,
I think you'll get
bro?
1, maybe 2 out of it, but he got 4.
Oh, Nats held the door.
He absolutely held the door.
Gila sih itu.
Oh my goodness.
An unbelievable shutdown. No
rank lu
real
apa?
chance
Gua
after
masih
that
gold 1 di Valorant.
of having, any attempt at that retake.
No.
They all just go rushing in the garage. Didn't set a single foot on site.
And Team Liquid plays it fine, right? You got the first player jumping in to try to break that crosshair of Nats, and then the follow-up player is, not too far behind, but Nats was just better. He's just feeling it today. That's all there is to it, and sometimes you just can't do anything about it. And credit to Team Liquid, I thought they played that round pretty well with the way that they waited out that reckoning. They got a lot of utility expended towards the B site. They got the nanos.
Pas EG lawan tim Liquid,
Poison Cloud as well.
tim Liquidnya bukan mainnya jelek, cuma EG-nya yang mainnya terlalu bagus. Tapi ketika Fnatic lawan PRX, itu PRX yang mainnya burik. Gue setuju. I agree, bro.
Needing to stop this from getting the map point. Double stack here in the garage. The Trailblazer going forward gets cleared out very quickly. Victor forced back and saved. Gets the read. Swings in, finds him, finds Victor to boot. 2 kill for him as Som tries to get around the backside, but the turret alerts him of his presence, and now it is being watched by Nats. Operating in the hands of Artis. Trying to go for this retake. Already tagged down, just blind spray through, but seems like ping coming across on the back of the Trailblazer. Manages to find a second.
What the hell, Ardisan?
Blades are at the ready. Nats is all right. We drop this lockdown in. So they want to go for the push. They want to try to break this down. Som does come in. Up from mid, finds it, gets the headshot through. Nats going to be taken down. A 3v2, the time ticking away. Heals out from crashing, puts Nats back to, or Artis back to full. And Artis finds a 3rd kill.
Ayo Dis.
Just on red guard now, the IGL. The smoke is up. The fuse held a half. Reads that he's going to be over at Lumber, finds one, but needs to push into the cove.
Wah, dia reload.
The defuse can come in with just a couple seconds to spare. The off will be recovered. And NRG
dia reload ya guys ya.
Such a good start here for Team Liquid. They read this trap play in garage so well. Off the utility placement. The alarm bot a little bit further forward there. Safe just reads it, then gets the follow-up through the smoke.
Timing.
It looks like it's just going to be Team Liquid just potentially rolling through this, but Artis coming up big with that op, finding those 2 kills.
Kebiasaan gue juga tuh nggak lihat peller. Tapi emang kalau semua pro player, mereka itu reload kalau emang pelurunya udah habis atau ketika mereka benar-benar lagi aman, guys. Kalau mereka masih situasinya siaga, mau peluru mereka sisa 4 pun, mereka nggak reload. Karena mereka tahu 1 peluru pun tuh bisa ngebunuh kalau lu nembaknya pala.
I think they're trying to get a little bit of space for save.
looking to go up over the top. Dashes over towards Sewer somehow.
Oh, miss Saipul,
Does manage
miss.
to find him, but Crashies also falls at the end. It's now Artis in such a rough position. The spike getting ready to be brought up into the site. What can he do from
Sama
here?
kedengeran kalau reload, betul. Kalau reload tuh kedengeran, apalagi kalau lu lagi intense battle kan. Nice.
Puts the spike down in a bad spot.
Nice banget.
Does get picked.
2v3, 2v3.
Long flank, finding one. Artis now just trying to avoid getting shot. He's a little bit of damage, but spike will be recovered. Solcast fakes a tap on the plant. Drifting out though over towards the
What's this?
Is ready for it. Swing out.
Oh,
Went
nice.
to look away from the flash. Yumpy gets the timing. Vanessa now up in heaven. Finds one first trouble, leaving
nice.
Solcast
Solcast
now all
lawan
on his
Ardis,
lonesome versus Artis.
bang.
The blades are pulled. Artis rushing up into B. Solcast, where does he want to go?
Oh, hampir ya ketemu.
Look back towards A, which is where Artis is drifting right now. So it seems like
Yang satu
Solcast
ke
did
A,
choose
yang satu
wisely.
ke C. Nice
Flag
banget.
down.
Nice
Players
banget.
kinda double bumping there a little bit, just trying to figure out where the other really went.
Nice.
A flash even to confirm from Solcast.
Nice, boys.
If Artis had remained at short A, was
Kena
not
bait
there.
flash.
So able to find the right timing to
Yang
get all
satu
the way
ke
over.
garage.
Oh, they're going to be in garage.
Ah.
They're drifting forward, and Artis has that headshot. Bails him out. Spike's right there. Up already in hand
Nice
as
try.
well, so we'll carry over into the next one.
Nice
NRG,
try.
they keep themselves in this. 4 more to go to tie it up.
This one's a little bit messy. I think Team Liquid here trying to use their
Good
Trailblazer
shit,
early
good shit,
to
bruh.
try to kind of fake that they're faking.
Halo,
I
Edward,
really
selamat
think that they
siang.
were trying to convince Team Liquid here with this slower approach on the back of it that they weren't going to commit to it, seeing if they could catch them off guard.
Nice
But
try,
Artis just
bro. Nice
unaccounted
try.
for over in short A causes huge problems. With Victor carrying that spike in, nobody's really accounting for the fact that someone was still down there, could have been down there. And they pay the price for it. So a couple really good rounds here for Artis, and if he starts to come online, then things get real scary for Team Liquid.
Pit invested off the rip. Vanessa just looking to cut off Sewers. Make that unassailable. Som drifting forward. Doesn't take too much damage for his trouble as Artis goes for the off peak. Shot goes a little bit wide. Just noting presence. TL though, gonna try to gain control here in garage. Nanoswarm waiting for him to try to go through that connector.
Tim yang masuk ada berapa? Ada 12. Wah, Ardis nge-pick kelamaan, keburu dijedor palanya.
Up now on the floor, and Safe looks like he wants to really push the issue here. Has that dash at the ready. Trailblazer, he's going to play off the back end of this one. Cleared out by Victor, but now rolling down the cuts across. He manages to clear the corner as Crashy gets in behind, but Nats finds two. Some taking out as well.
Nats.
Nats has just been an absolute demon, and he's going to find a third. Victor put down, it's just finesse. We'll be able to find one.
Okay.
There would need to be an ace clutch to stop Liquid from getting to map point.
This is near impossible for Finesse.
Kelas ini
Has to go
Nets,
through
bang.
so many layers of Team Liquid, but great patience here early from Safe.
Kelas bang
Taking Artis
Nets.
down, and then the pressure there to clear Victor out of C
Tens
site.
masih main, Tens masih main. Cuma Sentinel
Getting that
nanti di
killjoy
LCQ.
utility basically nullified, and then they're able to get down in there, and just Nats just so deadly around that garage area. Usually you think about him on that defender side of the map, but here on the attacker side as well. Just so smart, head on a swivel. The guy is just unbelievably aware and playing, of course, out of his mind here today.
Well, looks like they will show a
Match
bit of mercy,
point.
not go pushing, not go hunting to try to take that rifle out of his hands.
Tuh.
We'll be able to retain that at the very least. Still a major loss here for the side of NRG. That pit now down.
Victor bingung, Victor. Match point. Satu poin lagi tim Liquid, let's go.
Guardian 2 Stingers, Vandal.
Ayo Bang Saipul. Wow, Nats sih lagi panas guys. Nats 22-11 anjir.
Seeing some deep pings coming out towards C for the side of Team Liquid. That orb gonna be grabbed here, get the reckoning for Som. Snipe got two really big ults available for retake.
Dog spotting one, red guard TPing up top.
Saipul.
Taken out, but Safe trades it very quickly. Finesse now going to be eliminated. Safe still in the back of sight. The spike going to be
Nice,
dropped down for the
Saipul.
moment. Given that it's not planted and the lockdown is rolling. You gotta, oh, what the hell is Safe doing?
Safe
Catches it in the
ngapain
back, doesn't
anjir?
grab the spike and now cannot exit. Crashies finds that kill. Soulcast going to be burned down as well.
Save ngapain anjir? Oh, belum ke plan. Tadi bomnya drop. Astaga. 1v2.
With the audio, rushes back.
Oh,
double face, however.
pick barengan.
They
Nice.
find the kills and NRG. They pick up another round.
I'm not sure what happened there with Safe. He just couldn't quite get that spike.
A very nice
to come back
try.
into his hands.
Kan bisa ambil spike terus dash mundur.
Didn't quite walk over it.
Kayaknya nggak keambil tadi sama si Safe deh.
Good hold here.
Jadinya makanya dia akhirnya kena lockdown nih.
Gap in the back of the site that he thought he could get himself into to avoid the lockdown, but then didn't go far enough, and then tried to just break line of sight, and then got caught either way.
Well, he walked over towards it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I think all in all, probably just getting a bit frazzled, and that might be why we're seeing this timeout right now. Liquid, they want to be able to close this, so Emil goes ahead, pumps the brakes, just wants to calm everybody down. So you know what? It's all good. We still have this. We have them at that point. Just don't let them get 4 more rounds. It's as easy as that.
So yeah, that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Nothing too difficult.
Super simple.
But it's really important here for NRG. They're able to keep that reckoning over into the next round. Now you have the lockdown available. Seekers as well for Soulcast.
Oh, gue pengen ada comeback ya, supaya ntar YouTuber tukang replay gregetan. Hah, YouTuber tukang replay apaan maksudnya?
Factor just yet.
Ketika Finesse top frag, disitulah timnya sedang tidak baik-baik saja.
Maybe do some damage to Team Liquid's economy.
Begitu kah bang?
So certainly, what
Menurut lo
is
nanti
the
PRX
real
pulang
going
atau
draw
enggak
here?
match berikutnya? Menurut gue pulang. Gue berharapnya PRX pulang
What
sih.
are they going to want to
Karena
do
menurut
coming
gue
out of this?
sama kayak di RX, PRX dan di RX pada saat di Master ini doesn't deserve to be a winner yet.
Absolutely, he does have a huge grade.
They both don't deserve to be a winner yet.
It's
Di
working overtime
RX
at the moment.
squadnya yang monoton, cara main yang monoton.
14, 16,
PRX squadnya yang belum mateng dan adanya satu player yang belum matang juga yaitu CGRS. Jadi gue berharapnya EDG yang lolos karena menurut gue EDG punya mental juara, punya kesempatan besar banget EDG.
Knocked down very early on. So Arnis will also just get back up to 100.
Just almost feels like an ego duel there. Just like we're just gonna try to vandal each other through the smoke so you can find the angle first.
I mean, this is the map that we saw Artis come alive on. He was the one, it was the finisher to get them across the line versus DRX to go ahead and put that map behind them. Bit of a quieter start for him here, but things like that, those are the kind of plays you expect and that you want to see out of Artis.
Yeah, let's see what kind of attention Redgar is able to garner. Maybe he can find a pick off of this. Potential looks like a shift back towards A or B. That turret there to kind of keep track. A smoke, kind of keep Finesse at bay. The Trailblazer as well. Again, trying to sell attention towards the other half, and then they're gonna just rotate into it here. Redgar, an important duel coming up.
Finesse is so close by though. So yeah, Redgar will get taken down, and now it's going to be a rush out from NRG exiting the A side.
Tahu-tahu EDG di kawan PRX penonton kecewa.
Push forward, Victor still anchoring in the back of sight.
Kemungkinan PRX bisa ngalahin EDG itu probably kalau dengan squad yang sekarang ya. Kemungkinannya itu cuma 20%, 15%. EDG sekuat itu cuy.
And Team Liquid's really trying to spread the map, really trying to keep NRG guessing, but NRG's doing a really good job of just holding their ground, not falling for any baits or any attempted shift of weight from the side of Team Liquid. Just really impressed with this stabilization that NRG has had. Of course it helps when Artis starts popping
Kalau ada
up,
something gimana bang?
starts
Kalau
getting
ada
shots
something, it's gonna change the game. Kenapa?
really, in general, this
Lu
is
tau
more
gak
just
kenapa
NRG
something
just
itu
reading
sangat
the map
penting
really, really well here to
di
start.
PRX?
Now Artis
Kenapa
is gonna
bocah
change
Rusia
it
itu
up a
sepenting
little
itu?
bit. Gonna start
Satu,
pushing space
dia
early.
tahu apa yang dia
Trailblazers
lakuin,
even
role
invested
dia
there.
udah matang
Now
sama
they
kayak
know that
Jing. Jadi dia sama Jing bisa saling
wide
nge-backup.
They can start setting
Dan
up these defenses here.
Could still be tucked back.
Jason for second bisa fokus dengan role fleksibelnya. Dia nggak perlu pusing mikirin ntar kalau map ini dia yang jadi duelist atau gimana gitu loh. Dan si buta semua dah tuh. Dan si something ini aimingnya sadis gitu. Empowernya tuh kuat betul. Nah sekarang Jason itu pusing. Jason itu pusing sekarang.
Spike plant coming in. The flash. Victor, so many targets to choose from. He's going to be able to find 2 of them.
Nice banget
Eventually
Victor
falls to
aja.
Redgar's hand, who now gets taken up by Crashies.
Saipul.
Safe with no health.
Nice.
Cut down, and NRG continue to run it back.
Awesome stuff here from NRG.
Gue nggak bilang CGRS itu cupu ya guys ya. Gue nggak bilang CGRS itu cupu karena bermain di stage gede, major turnamen dengan waktu latihan yang kurang dan tentunya sinerginya yang kurang. Gue yakin itu berat banget buat CGRS juga. Ditambah lagi CGRS itu substitute-nya something, player yang gede. Bebannya CGRS itu gede banget. Jadi gue nggak bilang CGRS itu cupu, tidak. Cuma gue bisa bilang CGRS itu sangat amat kurang persiapan. Yang menyebabkan akhirnya dia jadinya nervous, dia akhirnya nggak bisa full potential karena belum dapat dia harus ngapain gitu. Kalau something itu udah mateng.
Liquid, can they stop NRG from getting within touching distance,
Kita berharap aja pas champion something udah aman visanya dan bisa full team di PRX. Bengkai udah di bench. Semenjak ada something dan CGRS, Bengkai di bench. Udah nggak main lagi dia.
Good info to have as the Seekers go flying here from Crashies. Spike gonna be planted. Safe tagged a bit low though, and will get finished off some. Find the shot. Yampi with a great headshot though. Takes out Victor. As Redgar goes TPing forward, drops the Bucky, grabs the Phantom. Flash catches him fully in the face, but the swing's not coming through, and now he's going to look to TP out. Oh, Finesse narrowly missing the window of opportunity. Instead, he's traded positions. He's now going to be over on the A-Link side. Soulcast getting full flash. Crashies put some pressure down. The fight goes his way. Artist on the approach out from window. And Soulcast will get taken down, and the fuse comes in. Redgar unable to arrive in time to try to stop this one. Will find some for his troubles, but they cannot stop the round from going to NRG. They cannot close out the map.
Di TB gitu nanonya sama Saipul. Ini Saipul kacau nih.
NRG now just need one more to take us into OT.
Waduh, satu lagi OT nih. Satu lagi OT nih.
Gonna have to invest their second one here to try to find a way to
satu
close
lagi
this out
OT
before
bang.
I really like the way Team Liquid draws this round up, but it's just a great reaction here.
Tim Liquid choking guys. Saipul gak usah garuk-garuk gara-gara lu itu.
They leave the Killjoy utility in the back here for Team Liquid. They're watching for that Artist lurk. They're watching for potential C lurk as well.
Saipul hobinya nebein granat anjir.
He's not able to get there in time, but I like the idea of trying to get into the flanks of NRG, but it just didn't, you just didn't quite have the firepower there to convert in that round.
And now, with a potential overtime on the horizon, it's that much more pressure here on the coaching staff of Liquid to try to get them set up for this round, because you look at the tools that are available to NRG. They have the pit, the blades for Artist, who's going to be running that operator, so he's got a solid backup, and Victor is just one away from the lockdown as well.
Yeah, I'm really glad you mentioned that. That's exactly what I was just thinking about. Like, how are you going to be preparing for this? How are you going to work around
ya, gue dukung tim Liquid karena gue capek dukung NRG. Pas gue gak dukung NRG malah bagus mainnya. Emang brengsek game ini.
So is it going to be more of a reactive pit this time? You see some players kind of able to counter the lockdown potentially sometimes, or other utility, I should say, not in this case. Nats isn't even close to his lockdown, but whatever utility is available. And it looks
Don't
like
get in my way.
So, this is all about space control.
Finesse salah ulti. Finesse salah ulti.
From Redgar, try to keep
Finesse salah ulti.
And look at this rotation.
Yeah. They're just completely rotating off, just leaving
mereka kirain ada fake smoke di C.
Guiding light. Crashies went all the way across towards C to look to reinforce that position. It's just a slow creep up here as Liquid get ready to strike. Matt's still hovering out in mid. Fault line at the ready. Goes over towards Link. A blind shot sent through. Artist hoping for a straight connection.
Kayaknya this is it guys. This is it guys. Ini TL posisinya udah nyulik ini. Oh, untung kalah lu Nats. Kalau Nats menang lagi dan Victor udah GG itu.
Manages to find him, and that gives him the lockdown, which is now going to dump over towards the A site to look to flush them out.
Wah, diundur. Diulur waktunya aja nih sama TL nih.
Getting a decent read. Tucks away over onto the right side. Knife is out. Speaking of knives, Artist finds one off screen. Redgar going to be taken down, and Crashies now comes in from behind.
Saiful.
He's not gonna get the opportunity.
Aduh.
Crashies gets him again. The Fuse now rolling in. And NRG continue. They run back
Keculik,
5
boys.
consecutive rounds to take us into
Keculik,
OT.
boys.
What
OT,
an
boys.
unbelievable run here from NRG.
Tapi emang ini dua tim hebat sih. Sebenarnya tuh NRG juga bagus. Kemarin tuh NRG kalah sama apa ya? NRG itu kalah sama Fnatic. Iya. Bukan NRG-nya yang nggak jago, Fnatic-nya juga yang lagi on fire, coy. Iya. NRG juga sebenarnya bagus.
Starting to crumble a little bit here as NRG has a ton of wind underneath their sails.
That they do. Now we'll just go to the perfect parity between the squads as we enter into our first round of overtime. Let's see who is going to be able to get this one up to map point.
OT pertama di Master kah? Enggak, kan waktu bracket EDG OT mulu tuh, sama T1, sama FUT, OT mulu EDG.
Safe pushing forward, gets himself up front here in a lobby. There's an alarm bot around the corner. Flash goes behind the wall.
Aduh.
Not noting anything, but
Ya, jadi ketahuan deh. Ada alarm bot. Alarm bot out. Blinding.
For Redgar. Yampi right there as well. A lot of utility.
Yep, the nano swarm right there on the entry. So they just wait. The wall comes up, a smoke goes down. Redgar's setting that one up now.
Ardis sudah masuk. Ardis sudah masuk, Bang. Bang, Ardis panik, Bang. Balik lagi dia, Bang. Emang di Heaven ini Killjoy itu wajib, coy. Buat ngejaga flank guna banget. Bang Yampi. Aduh, nice trade.
One for one. It's half the flash is now taken away, however, from the side of Team Liquid, and Crashy's just going to plant or at least tap on the spike, see if they can get anybody baited forward, but safe as he swings the corner, finds one. Get one at the ready, dashes in behind the box, throws up the cloud burst, tries to escape, and he's able to do so as Soulcast finds Artis off screen, and now they're running out of time.
NRG nggak bisa plan, plannya di A. NRG 2v3, boys.
A three-man approach from Link, however, it's into the meat grinder. Finesse finding a third.
1v1.
Just disguise to try to duke it out. And he has no idea where he's at.
Kok Soulcast gak nengok kanan sih? Kok lu ngecek corner kiri gak ngecek corner kanan dulu baru ngecek under heaven? Kok gitu sih Soulcast? Habis ngecek angle kiri kan biasa ngecek angle kanan dulu baru under heaven. Kenapa lu yakin banget?
They send out a flash, it doesn't confirm, but there's a follow-up there. There's an extra layer to this onion with the alarm bot. Keeps them
Bukan masalah di bait, guys. Harusnya cek corner.
Everything in the kitchen sink being thrown at there. So then when they start shifting towards B and towards A, there's no utility left really for Team Liquid to play off of.
Gak nyangka kalau dua di kanan. Either way harus cek corner, coy. Di corner itu udah mati, dia ngiranya NRG setup crossfire. Gue tahu. Tapi kan dia udah ngecek kiri tuh. Dia udah ngecek kiri nggak ada kan? Harusnya ngecek kanan dulu baru ngecek kiri lagi. Paham gak sih lu? Gue tahu maksudnya. Di bait dikira satu di situ, satu lagi di under heaven kan. Tapi kan dia udah cek tuh. Di angle yang pojokan ada box tuh nggak ada. Ada biasanya atau lagi berarti di under heaven dong. Dia udah ngecek ke kiri nggak ada, harusnya ngecek ke kanan anjir. Pokoknya ngecek corner tuh gitu, ngecek corner kiri. Kalau lo masuk A dari CT ngecek corner kiri. Kalau corner kiri nggak ada, lo ngecek corner kanan. Ngecek corner kanan nggak ada, ngecek under heaven. Udah gitu. Biasanya kayak gitu. Biasanya kayak gitu anjir kalau ngecek corner di masuk ke A tuh dari CT.
Nothing much to talk about, but boy, did the excitement certainly ramp up.
No doubt about it, and Finesse has been a huge part of it. Just a steady hand with the IGLing and an even steadier hand with this rifle. Response there.
Nice prevention, snakebite.
No damage done, but presence definitely no.
Oh, diledak. Pas mau diledakin. Kena.
With the sight is
Nuts.
theirs for the time being.
Vulnerable tuh.
For NRG, how do you retake? Multiple members still far away. Artist just now exiting a lobby.
Oh, ini map picknya NRG deh. Gue pikir ini map picknya Liquid. Abis ini Ascend baru Liquid ternyata. Salah gue.
Flash in the corner, safe with a peek. Not seeing much of anything though.
Aduh buta.
Shots go out. Decides to pull back
Oh,
away.
aduh.
Finesse this time. Cannot
Nice
be the hero.
crossfire.
The Crashies
Nice.
set up to do it. Managing to
Aduh,
find
aduh.
three. And now it's just Nats tucked away at Lumber. The secret let loose. Nats will be able to clear that one out. Artist
Oh,
standing. He
GG.
gets the headshot. He's in onto the spike, holding it.
Oh, seandainya aja itu headshot. Seandainya aja itu headshot.
41 left to go as NRG will take the map 14 to 12.
Oke, bagus mainnya. Mainnya
I'm
bagus.
just absolutely gobsmacked here. Just what mental fortitude here from NRG to come back from just an outrageous deficit. You're absolutely right, Achilleos. I thought we were just
Nice
GG,
try,
go
nice
next,
try, nice
go
try.
to the next map, but they're able to just barely take their map pick with a tremendous
Nice comeback, nice
defender
comeback.
side. And then a couple beautiful reads there into overtime, especially their attacker's side. Absolutely brilliantly handled, brilliantly maneuvered. I just love watching these two teams, in particular Finesse. The way he just stays calm, collected.
Yang menang NRG.
Control.
Nice point!
And we've been seeing widely from the side of Liquid that, they haven't been too bothered when they are in losing positions. They still had smiles on their faces when they lost to EG just a couple days ago, when they were in that back and forth bout against EDG. They were able to stay chipper the whole way throughout. Losing in this fashion, when you have that lead, that can certainly hurt. So we'll see how they rally back. So they do have their own map pick coming up next, so that should be a bit of a boon for them as we get ready to go to Ascent. We'll see Nats in all likelihood playing that Cypher as well. But now, they need to win that map. They need to win the follow-up. They need to take this all the way to 3, close it out if they want to stay in this tournament.
Yes, exactly. I mean, this is just, a real test for Team Liquid. The #1 seed coming out of EMEA. Are you going to be able to deal with these upstarts once again? I mean, they've been pressured a lot throughout this event.
Go, bro.
And here, of course, facing elimination, the pressure.
Di map ini Saipul banyak blunder, gue setuju. Yang bersinar Nuts doang.
Overcoming it. Sticking in
Saipul sebagai duelis bersinar
See though
kayak
if Liquid are going to be able to rally back, or if they will
ketika
fall.
mereka
They're still here as the #1 seed from EMEA. The pressure's on their
nyerang
shoulders. We're
kayak
gonna go
kurang
right
gitu
over
loh.
this, break down the action from map 1, and then we'll get
Saipul bersinarnya cuma pas defending, pas nyerang malah kurang. Next map guys ya. Ntar, saya minum dulu. NRG 1-0. Itu udah pakai earphone terus pakai headphone lagi apa nggak budek? Emang standar turnamen kayak gitu, kayak. Supaya mereka, soalnya mereka itu nggak ada isolated box. Biasanya kalau turnamen-turnamen MOBA kayak Dota, LOL, timnya itu ada isolated box yang kedap suara. Nah kalau di situ mereka biasanya cuma pakai headphone doang, karena mereka nggak bisa dengar suara penonton, mereka nggak bisa dengar suara caster. Kalau di sini kan mereka kan open space ya, jadi suara caster, suara penonton itu bisa kedengeran. Mereka wajib pakai double earplug sama headphone lagi. Tapi sebenarnya tuh suaranya cuma keluar dari earplugnya doang. Headphone-nya itu cuma bikin dia jadi isolated sound biar jadinya tuh close back, jadi conge lah. Jadi suara caster, suara penonton itu minimalis banget, kedengarannya tuh dikit banget gitu. Tapi gue yakin masih kedengaran dikit sih. Coba dikit banget. Comeback beneran cuy. Kenapa nggak nengok kanan? Karena si Solkas nggak tahu kalau Crashes sudah cross. Soalnya plannya kan di side yang mana di kirinya Solkas. Jadi Solkas fokus angle kiri doang. Nah itu kesalahannya. Asumsi kan? Itu kan namanya asumsi. Itu namanya asumsi cuy. Itu kesalahannya. Itu tetap salah. Meskipun asumsi itu kan, lo kalau udah selevel pro gini, orang-orang itu udah berasumsi udah apa ya? Ibaratnya meta yang udah ada, plan di sini jaga di sini, plan di sini jaga di sini. Itu tuh orang tuh udah tahu. Makanya lu untuk nge-counter itu, lu mesti selalu cek corner gitu loh. Either way menurut gua, seandainya asumsinya itu dia boleh berasumsi tapi tetap cek corner. Itu yang lebih bagus gitu. Dibandingin lu yakin sama asumsi lu. Kan asumsi lu bisa aja salah. Asumsi itu kan 50-50 kan. Kenapa nggak dibikin jadi 80% dengan lu ngecek corner kiri kanan? Dia tuh yakin banget di kanan nggak ada tadi. Sampai dia tuh nggak ngecek kanan lagi. Dia tuh yakin banget. Nah itu kan keyakinan dia 50-50 gitu maksud gue sebenarnya. Iya betul, makanya jadi sebenarnya itu mungkin pelajaran aja. Kayak lo harus cek corner no matter what. Karena cek corner itu penting banget di game ini cuy. Di game ini tuh banyak banget blind spot. Tim Liquid komen, ada yang komen jadi tim Lulquid anjir, tim Lulquid. Siang. Bukannya headsetnya buat suara terus earplug-nya buat block sound ya? Tergantung, ada yang seperti itu. Patokannya gampang. Kabelnya dari mana? Kabelnya dari headset atau kabelnya dari earphone? Itu doang. Lu lihat aja patokannya dari mana. Kalau misalnya di headsetnya ada kabel, berarti suaranya keluar dari headset. Tapi kalau headsetnya itu nggak ada kabel, cuma headset toh, itu berarti suaranya dari earphone. Itu aja, ntar lihat aja. Biasanya sih earplug ya. Cuma setahu gua untuk kasus yang kali ini, mereka tuh ada mic. Nah, setahu gua earplugnya itu yang jadi isolated soundnya. Setahu gua. Soalnya mereka kan ada mikrofonnya tuh. Mikrofon tuh nggak mungkin dari earplug kan. Pasti mikrofon dari headsetnya itu. Mungkin untuk kasus Valorant ini earplugnya cuma buat isolated sound. Jadi di isolated sound jadi di reverse. Biasanya soalnya headphone kalau kayak di game-game MOBA gitu, headphone-nya yang dibalik gitu. Headphone-nya yang jadi isolated sound. Mungkin kalau dia cek counter kan chance ditembak dari under heaven-nya kecil, betul. Tapi kalau earplug-nya yang isolated sound, apa headphone-nya juga suaranya jadi minim tuh? Betul, itu logikanya dapat juga sih. Kalau misalnya earplug-nya yang isolated sound, pasti suara dari headphone-nya yang aneh sih. Oh, atau gini guys. Ada juga headphone yang ada kabel tapi nggak ada suara. Jadi dia tuh ada kabel nyolok buat mic-nya doang. Suaranya tetap dari earplug. Jadi itu headphone tugasnya nggak isolated sound tapi ada mikrofonnya. Jadi benar-benar headphone-nya itu dimatiin audionya, yang dipakai cuma mikrofonnya. Biasanya kayak gitu, noise cancelling. Suaranya tetap dari earplug. Biasanya kayak gitu. Prediksi PRX versus EDG, nggak bisa nonton, nggak bisa. Gua pengen dan gue cukup yakin EDG yang menang. Halo yang baru datang, selamat datang.
So yeah, going forward, super confident even with the backs against the wall.
Tadi yang menang siapa? NRG.
I think we were down at half. I think we were down 8-4, I believe. But we knew if we won pistol or if we got one sick round or a momentum round that we would be able to carry it on and make it close or even win, and which we did.
Sam, so desperately wanting to try to get that ult online. Well, now he's going to be dead. Crutchy's, however, holding it down from hell. 3 quick kills.
Regardless of what step or stage we're at, I'm super confident in myself and my team. I don't think I'm necessarily trying to keep up. I think I'm confident in myself and know what I'm capable of to the point where I know I can keep up. The only thing I guess that is in my head is that I want to get that title. Everyone else on the team has that title, and I think it's time for me to get mine.
Bisa map 3 nih sepertinya. Kita lihat ya.
That he is. I think Sam has shown so much maturity on this team. What he's saying there, that it's like, we just need that one round, that one catalyst to get back in, winning a pistol round, anything like that to build back into these victories is really, I think, what makes NRG so good. You look back to the beginning of the year at Lock in that Icebox game where they were getting rolled, come back, win it. This team is so consistent at winning these games where they look down and out, because I think their mentality honestly is that, hey, we get that one round, that one catalyst, and Finesse can call us a game to recover.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke a lot about Emil as well, how he matches up to Chet, but let's actually hear from the man himself. He is standing by with Doug right now ahead of map 2.
Thank you so much into Emil, a closely contested map. What was it that led to that map getting away from you, and what's your focus heading into map 2?
I think a lot of micro situations kind of went their way, but a lot of advantages we should have just won. They're really good at these small situations, just like going one side, coming behind, just doing a bunch of plays that just works. So for us, it's just going to be make sure that we have the advantage when we know we need to secure rounds, so to actually secure the rounds.
Best of luck to you in map 2. Back to you, Sue.
Thank you very much, Doug. But this is the thing, Kakuka, like he said, it was just down to the small things, but you cannot let NRG have any sort of advantage.
The problem is that there's two mistakes that you can make in this game. Two type of mistakes. The mistakes that you make on your own and the mistakes that the other team forces you to make. And now, if you fall and have a lot of the first category, that gets into your head because you honestly feel that it's on you. It's not like you're, but also we have an NRG that is capitalizing on that. They see those moments, they see those paces, and they just work with it.
Yeah, and as we can see in the Prime Gaming Agents, like with the STEDMAN, we don't have a lot to work with, but Nat's back on the Cypher instead of Killjoy.
Yeah, some of the EMEA teams have been playing this variant, and I think it looks good for Liquid. Nats is really comfortable in that role. On the attacking side, he can be a lot more proactive than that Killjoy in finding these lurk timings, in working late in mid, and getting himself entrenched to punish rotators.
Yeah, I'm also looking at crashes on the other side. I think that his utility usage on this map and on previous maps has been so clean. There's definitely something to look out for. Going back to the Nats point, the variety of trapwires that we're going to be seeing there in this map. Obviously, on the attack is not going to be that noticeable, but on the defense, some people are going to think about how that mid control is going to be working and how he's going to be working on sites as well. Well, we're in for a treat for the attack. He's going to be repeating that he did in EMEA. Cam on to control mid and then just using a couple of cages to retrieve and use as a smoke, which is something that Cypher gives you on attack that Killjoy could never.
I'm looking at a lot of the same things that we did on Haven. How can NRG shut down Liquid's mid control? Will Nats be able to get involved, get proactive in these lurks to help Liquid close out these late rounds? Because the late rounds, the mid rounding,
seharusnya TL bisa menang tadi, jadi ini bau-bau sampai map 3. Bisa. 2-1 nih ya. Kayak dari kemarin jarang ya yang 2-1. Ada 2-1 tapi guanya nggak nobar. Yang 2-1 tuh pas EDG-an nih. Nih kan? Nih, 2-1 tim Liquid lawan Edward Gaming. Gua nggak nonton nih. Ini gua nggak nonton tim Liquid Edward Gaming. Pokoknya 2-1 tuh cuma pas Edward Gaming. Oh, yang pertama deh. Yang pertama gue nonton deh. EG. Oh, ini. Nonton gak sih? EDG T1 gue nonton ya? Oh, nonton deh juga EDG T1.
But to be able to do that, I think the two things to focus on. First of all, the mental.
Navi NRG juga 2-1. Ada kok.
They were the #1 seed coming in. I think that has to add an extra pressure.
Gue banyak yang nggak nonton nih yang
expected to come out and be the best placing EMEA team. And at the verge of elimination.
Ini gue nggak nonton FUT AC DRX FUT gue nggak nonton kayaknya. Apa gue nonton nih?
Versus NRG.
Banyak juga ada bang.
I think the second thing as well for this squad is being a lot cleaner with these advantage situations. They let so many 5v4 slip away. NRG is one of these teams that will find back in 2 rounds. So making sure that they're very clean.
Ini mapik siapa? Mapiknya tim Liquid ini.
Is going to be super important.
Yeah, and this is also, I feel like, the finesse comfort zone. He preaches about how he's not going to let any team to get the best of him twice. He's not going to lose to them again. Of course, the last time he faced Redgar and Nats at Masters Berlin, he got absolutely owned. It was a 3-0. I think that's been living in his mind in a while because for ages, Optic, Envy, NRG now, they made every international event, whereas Redgar and Nats on Gambit, they missed out on everything. So this is actually the only opportunity Kakuka Finesse has even had to get his revenge.
Yeah, exactly. For Team Liquid, for Redgar and Nats specifically, it's about the redemption from not even making it last year and all of the things that happened on top of that. But for Finesse, he already said it. We do not lose against the same team twice. Of course, this is a different situation because Liquid is very different to what it was back in the day. Same goes for Gambit. So I think it's very different.
But on the other side, I think it's less the history that's important for the guys on the Team Liquid side of the stage, and it's more so what's happened recently.
Yep.
Like you were saying, that rough 2022, going to Lock-in, losing in the first round, being honestly the biggest disappointment of that event, to then rallying in EMEA, ending up winning, making an incredible run in playoffs, making it to Tokyo. And now it's a question of how far can they go? Can they continue to break that narrative that got built up early in this year?
Yeah, I hope they do indeed. I just want to let you guys at home know that we are fixing a
kalau yang kalah kali ini bakalan bener pulang berarti bang atau masih bisa lanjut. Oh, beneran pulang. Karena ini lower bracket, siapapun yang kalah kelar udah.
We're chilling. But
Something udah nggak bakal main. Apakah bakal main Assassin's Creed yang baru? Enggak, gue nggak pernah main Assassin's Creed. Kenapa burik anjir?
We are now ready to go into this second map. A big 4-team Liquid again. You know, so very close to closing out NRG's map pick of Haven, having that comfortable little bit of leeway for themselves. Now it's do or die. They need to get these next two maps if they want to remain in this tournament as the number 1 seed from EMEA. Otherwise, NRG.
Oh, jangan nge-lag, Bang.
And I really like what the desk was talking about here with the way that NRG kind of has a lot of information on the way that Team Liquid likes to play these maps.
Nats kan juga dari Rusia bisa datang, kenapa Something ketahan? Wah. Bro, kebetulan gue kurang tahu sih alasannya, bro. Soalnya gue bukan petugas imigrasi Jepang ya. Gue bukan manajernya PRX, gue bukan orang tuanya Something. Jadi gue kurang tahu alasannya kenapa teh. Coba ditanya langsung ke Pak Presiden Putin.
On their attacker side, so NRG really keep their eyes out on how well they've adjusted since that Navi game. On this defenders half where they were 6-6.
Okay, one shot.
Kita lihat nih mapnya TL nih.
Whittling away at him. He's safe just peeking across, not going to be seeing anything. Now, turrets set up on the B site might lend them to expect that Finesse is going to have all of his utils situated on A.
And this looks like kind of like a market crunch being set up here by NRG. They're expecting a push. If they give up this space, you know, you could Paranoia, throw Victor's utility in here, and really make things difficult. You have some shock darts as well for Crashies. Pings are coming out, but Team Liquid, I think, senses potentially something's amiss here with all this free space and all that Killjoy utility. A lot of times in this area, to kind of keep track of things, not there. Instead, it's going to be Finesse on the Killjoy over onto A, playing with that deep generator position for this plant.
Yeah, they're still picking out onto B, but now that that knife goes through and they don't find anybody suppressed, they get the sense that, yeah, it's going to be that A hit, especially as the util comes flying. Finesse just going to be tucked away here. Sat in hell, couple shots flying. Seeing if he can catch anything at all. So safe going to be flashed out. Finesse now pushing out of hell, managing to find one. Still somehow staying alive. 18 HP remaining. Safe now going to be taken down. Nats and Soulcast, however, fight back, but they're running out of time.
Hectic.
Spike
Oh,
down
hectic.
on the floor, and they need to get it planted. 10
Hectic.
seconds remaining. Nats and Soulcast left standing versus Sam and Crashies, who's now approaching through the door. Nats with a fantastic headshot. Allows him to try to go for the replant, but now he's got to stick to it, and he cannot draw that fast enough.
Crashes with the clutch.
It's Red Bull clutch for them to kick things off with a pistol round win.
The delaying here so good for NRG. And Team Liquid does kind of assess the situation correctly, but they can never get into a comfortable spot to get this plant down. NRG recognizing the clock, recognizing the situation. And even though, yeah, it's a 1-for-1 there initially, it gives them the opportunity to come through and finish the job. So a huge start here. The first pistol win for NRG. Couldn't pick up either of them. I think the desk was talking about that doesn't seem to bother NRG sometimes. They're a team that kind of defies the odds when it comes to those pistol rounds.
Satu giftednya.
Both of them on the first map. As Ardis darted.
Ardis terkena scan.
Just tucked back in over towards Pizza. Dash running out. Doesn't want to play in this position any longer. It's going to be a bit too risky for him.
How they want to try to get in towards this B site. Now you've got Finesse shifting over here to play contact off the turret. Deeper, Nanos, and Alarm Bot.
Deeper.
Early access to the B site around that corner.
Welcome to the beach. Let's get to the bound.
Potentially the entry of
They say what they gonna say. With the big spot, let's step in the bound. The bound's gonna have a
Finesse is going to go for some blind spray, see if he can get a straight connection there. Nothing found. As Crashies, very right to be wary about markets. You can see Nat's pushing himself up into that position. We'll just go ahead and get this double stack tucked away. Boathouse for now. Recon out over the top, not spotting anything. Artists. Yep, smoke comes across. They get the reveal. Safe having the dash. Somehow avoid getting tagged down. Managing to find Victor. Finds Artists as well. This one has been absolutely monstrous.
Nice banget. Nice prevention oleh Som. Dia udah tahu kalau smoke kayak gitu dia bakal nge-push. Langsung di fire, pre-fire. Absen, baris berbaris.
NRG afloat, 2-0 now on the start.
Well, I gotta say the highlight of that round for me is Nats. The way that he got himself tucked in.
Day absen.
To the back of pizza there. I mean, it was... He found the perfect timing. Artist had just been watching it, shifted over towards the alley.
Day absen. Day absen. Day absen. Absen. Siapa yang hobinya cita-citanya di absen adik-adik?
To keep that plant from being able to go down, because you have to press for that plant, and Sam can just line him up.
Just running out of time. These first 2 rounds, I guess I could say, for Liquid. See if they decide to up the tempo or if they can get themselves into a plant position a little bit faster. For now, it's just going to be the market door broken down by Safe. Wary in case somebody does go for a bit of an off-tempo push to that smoke. Artist now going to be
hari-hari hobinya di absen.
Doesn't want to take any chances.
And now, again, Finesse moving over to the other side, to the A side. That's the push. A little bit towards B. Nats just checking the corner there with his cam.
Doain nanti jam 3 sore pengumuman UTBK, moga-moga lolos pilihan 1. Amin. EDG kapan main lagi bang? Jam 1. Ini angle paling common, paling enak nih.
Still has the paranoia. Sends it, catches on the 2. Safe gets out in front of it.
Oh, nice prediction. Nice prediction.
Takes him down. Defensive smoke's now going to be taken away from them. Scratchies will get flushed out of boats. Safe burning the dash, but now man advantage is here. The plant coming down. 20 seconds to spare. Better timing for the side of Team Liquid as they look to get themselves on the board. Victor is well going to fall.
I don't know if they're comfortable with this. That's such an early plant, you know.
One enemy remaining.
At this point, Artists, yep. Nothing much else that can be done, even with Nats and Yampi tagged up. Nowhere near worth trying to go for it. We'll just back away and allow Team Liquid to get themselves the board here in the 3rd round.
Yeah, just a good solid entry here. Soulcast winning a big duel against Crash. He's in boats, and that's round over basically. Of course, Artis able to hang on to that Vandal, playing very patient with it. And good little attack here from Team Liquid, only losing 1 along the way as well. Very, very important. Good to see them really being diligent, checking some of those corners, checking those angles. Yeah, Sam sure gets the 1 there off the contact out of the door at B, but other than that, everything very well handled here by Team Liquid. Let's see if now they can keep things together, run some rounds across NRG, who's pretty solid overall on this defender's side. Of course, they're only 3 rounds in, so can't write a ton home about that. Nats is barely winning that duel with 5 HP, but it seems to be Nats' day here today. 7 kills already.
Alright, looking like the Nats of old. Just talking about things like Masters, Berlin, Gambit, yada yada yada.
Edgar singkatan dari original Edgar kah? Bisa jadi. Bisa jadi.
It's just crazy how smart he is.
Kemungkinan besar 80% iya.
The sixth sense that he has. Always just been so impressive.
Wah. Itu blind spray sih, itu blind shot itu. Itu ya udah nembaknya through the smoke aja udah. Ternyata kena.
No one in any sort of position to try to do anything about it. And even if he had the Hunter's Fury, I think it would be a bit too much of a risk, a bit of an overcommitment to try to go for it. Go on the opposite side of the map, we'll find some.
Nice trade, nice trade.
Victor trades it back, but still.
Oke, buat semuanya yang minta doa, semoga lolos pilihan 1. Ingat ya teman-teman, kalau semua yang doa dikabulin, semuanya lolos pilihan 1, itu nggak mungkin. Oke, jadi kalau semua yang minta lolos pilihan 1, gua doain, aminin lolos, itu nggak mungkin kan? Karena kalau semua yang doa lolos, berarti itu satu kampus isinya 500 orang mungkin ya. Iya. Jadi gak mungkin semua yang doa pasti lolos. Jadi moral of the story adalah kalau kalian tidak lolos, jangan kecil hati. Itu emang takdir kalian seperti itu teman-teman ya.
That's just one of those rounds where you just gotta kind of shrug it off as NRG and just say, okay, well they had the read on us.
Kalau semua orang nomor 1, nggak ada yang juara 2.
in anticipation of someone potentially being underneath that owl drone. It's more like a safety clear of that spot, right? The owl drone's not going to look at it anyway. Let's make sure that nothing's there. That one on the artist was pretty nasty. Of course, a follow-up a little bit easier with Crash. He's kind of already revealing his presence, but...
Oh, no, just, okay, got into the smoke just in time to be able to actually spot the shoulder. And then, yeah, we'll get a nice little zoom in.
The head? Oh, he saw the head of... Oh my god.
Gila. Ngeri juga itu.
Gorgeous stuff. A much needed one here from the side of Team Liquid to tie it up at 2-2 and force a timeout.
Timeout dari NRG.
I think reassessing.
Timeout dari NRG.
This really kind of slow, methodical pace that Liquid brings to these rounds. Really taking their time. And it looked great early, pistol in the follow-up, but since then, Team Liquid has really had a lot of control over this map. A lot of good spots. And just the hyper-awareness right now of Team Liquid. They don't want to go out yet. They want to go to split for sure.
Well, we'll see what Chet looks to put into play here as we get ready to go into this next round. Whether or not it's going to be good enough for NRG to potentially steal a round away. Saw a couple near thrifties there on Haven, so perhaps it can happen again. Pressure mounting, and somebody's got to catch up the Nats here for NRG. You need to be able to have somebody to try to match him. That being said, though, obviously not too concerned. Given the run back that we saw from NRG, there's still plenty to be played out. This is their side selection. I want to see them put up some really firm numbers here on this defending half. Flash up over the top, just looking to get himself situated up onto the wall. As Victor
Detect 3 orang, enak nih Victor. Kata Victor guri-gurinyo ini. Mantap juga.
Playing all on his lonesome over there. Plays back into the side proper, but 4-member stack from the side of NRG. A decent read that this is going to be the side that gets attacked.
Yeah, and with Finesse's turret over at B main, kind of keep track of that. He hasn't had much presence or attention there yet. So they're able to keep their feet planted here at A. Nats hasn't pushed far enough forward to cause any distraction towards that side. Smokes are out. Sam here ready with a counter smoke of his own. Liquid thought about setting up for the attempt, but of course, you know, there's still plenty of time on the clock, so no reason to rush things. The numbers at the top middle of your screen haven't turned red yet, so you don't need to plant, like, you know.
Okay, they're going to try to just audio bait, but NRG, they just start drifting back towards the A site. So they're reading it well. With their limited firepower, can they still come out on top of this one? Victor and Sam there with those rifles. We'll see what they can get done for Agent Suppress this time coming across.
Buset.
That leaves just Finesse now joining over here on this side of the map. It does get noted. They should have a very good idea that he is just going to be approaching from heaven. Rifle is recovered. How does he pilot this? It was so very clutch for them, dragging them across the line. Multiple rounds on Haven. TP going to be used, and a bit of a bait there, perhaps. Draws his attention towards Hell. Soulcast swings from main, a 4K from him on the KO to allow TL to take the lead. 3 rounds consecutively now racked up.
I really like that TP from Redgar. It completely bamboozles Finesse there. He has no idea what's going on, where that's going to go.
Mati.
It's a good attempt.
Meleng dikit,
you know, NRG
mati.
has a pretty good read on this round. They do a lot of damage. But once again, the heavier firepower for Team Liquid prevails. But it's the gun rounds that were problematic for Team Liquid.
Meleng dikit, mati. Meleng dikit, mati. Meleng dikit, mati.
Up in hand finally. Round 6. Good delay here from Team Liquid to keep that very powerful gun away from a very powerful player for as long as possible.
It's gonna look to relocate here.
Heaven, tulisannya HAVEN ya. Gak tau sih gue sebenarnya Heaven. Heaven tuh kenapa sih disebut Heaven, guys? Gue nggak tahu loh kenapa disebutnya Heaven sih. Terus Heavennya itu Heaven surga atau HAVEN nih? Haven.
Rolling across, Victor just looking the
gue juga nggak tahu itu alasannya apa.
for the peek, whiffs the shot, safe, stays alive, backs out. Now they turn their sights over towards A. Artist just around the corner. Cyber Cage goes up, looking for a timing shot. He nearly gets it. Guppy, lucky to be alive. They push in, the plant now getting ready to come through. 40 seconds remaining. As all of NRG get in a position for this retake.
Itu call out dari mana anjir Heaven?
Over in mid.
Disebut Heaven surga karena tempatnya tinggi banget dan lebih gampang singkat. Karena posisinya di bawah. Oh, Heaven Hell, surga di atas, neraka di bawah. Astaga. Oke. Nadia, welcome back to Definition Silver. Oke, gotcha. Oh, sesimpel itu karena Heaven di atas, Hell di bawah. Oke.
Got him.
Gotcha. Dari zaman CS. Oh. Under Heaven bisa disebut Hell juga. Nah, itu dia kan. Pusing nggak lu?
Probably the biggest part of this round here for NRG. And that's just what you love to see from Sam, who's just been terrific all year long for NRG. What a pickup he is. Now you've got dueling Hunters, Furies.
Under Heaven bumi kan. Under Heaven tuh harusnya Hell ya. Bener juga loh.
See what they want to do off of this. Check for information. Both sides. Just kind of jump peeking, just seeing if anyone's going to come out of the main doors. Instead, it's just a smoke and response from NRG. Still Artist with that op, but I was going to also say, I think Artist dropping down out of Heaven when he switched out of the op to a rifle there kind of broke Soulcast. Oh, no.
Artist knew. He saw the cage going up over the top, so knew that push was going to be coming through inevitably, so just held the angle, finds the kill.
Holy shit, mantap. Wah, NRG 2-0 kabang. Tim Liquid juara EMEA dipulangin kabang. Bang, nge-lag bang, anjing lu bang. Apakah bang? Real kabang? Bang, ini real kabang?
Super clean with that Phantom from Victor.
Just back at it this last. Yeah.
Just quick.
I don't know how he does it. Something about a horseshoe.
Tapi ini masih sengit sih, masih sengit.
It's an interview reference.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Sometimes he just gets lucky with it, but that was just pure skill.
The 4-leaf clover effect, I suppose.
Speaking of 4, NRG now back in the lead.
Lucky rabbit's foot. Whatever it takes, right? Now you've got a bit of a heavier stack.
Apakah Bang Devin akan Xtreem cepat? Sepertinya begitu adik-adik.
Well, actually, now that I say that, Artist has gone all the way back over to A with no contact. They'd rather be a little bit more cautious toward this A side as you've got a lot of the extra Killjoy utility to be over at to B, but no real presence shown here from either side towards mid. It's just been completely abandoned by either team's thought process, but there's still a lot of time in the round, so I don't expect necessarily that this is a full commit from Team Liquid. We'll see. Bladestorm safe. Guardians back it up. Yeah, he's going in.
Dash forward, swinging around, sees the turret, will get cleared out by his teammates.
Nah ini Kore. Abis ini Perex nonton nggak? Nggak nonton gua Perex. Aduh. Wah, tipis. 1v2.
Low HP versus an Artist with 11 health. Knives are in hand. The plant coming down. He's looking for him, but he makes noise on that jump.
Aduh. Nice try. Nice try.
This is just a really good timing hit here from Team Liquid. Kind of pushing a little bit faster than we're used to with them on their attacker side.
Habisnya record gua hari ini.
Phenomenal 0 point here from Soulcast into boats that catches the 2 players back there.
Boing.
Nullifies that Killjoy utility temporarily.
4-4
in that area of the site. Make it a little bit easier for
4-4
them to get in there. Clear that space.
4-4.
Really well handled by Team Liquid. A good response and a kind of a response here from NRG, knowing that that orb had been contested early, a little bit of push outs from the side of Team Liquid. So they're going to use that fragment, try to keep them at bay a little bit, keep some pressure.
Kan seru kok EDGPRX.
Back in here towards that short position.
Emang jadi streamer tuh harus sabar guys ya. Otak gua tuh udah suruh keluarin semua kata-kata kasar buat Galuh. Tapi hati gua menahan otak gua untuk mengeluarkan kata-kata kasar. Jadi gini dek Galuh ya. Aku juga pengen nobar EDG lawan PRX. Gini dek Galuh ya. Tapi permasalahannya aku harus bekerja. Aku mesti record. Aku harus record dek Galuh. Jadi aku nggak bisa nonton ya. Karena aku recordnya jam 1 dek Galuh. Ya paham ya dek Galuh ya. Aku bukan pengangguran kayak dek Galuh. Aku harus bekerja mencari uang dek Galuh. Udah sabar banget nih gue nih. Ini otak gue sih udah suruh mencaci maki Galuh banget nih. Tapi hati gue bilang Devin tahan Devin. Mungkin dia conge nggak denger tadi ngomong kalau kamu harus record. Jadi coba disampaikan sekali lagi. Sulit jadi YouTuber ya. Oh, timing.
His way down the ramp, and Liquid will take a lead, 5-4. 3 more rounds to be played out in a half.
And this is such a good start to this round for NRG. The way that they're kind of anticipating this pressure down catwalk. You know, Artis is there, almost gets the collab. I thought he had it on that first shot, but still, he's able to get out. Victor able to step in.
Minum air dulu ya, minum.
Nats, just doing Nats things. I mean, just finding that unbelievable timing on that repeat. To get that second kill, he's just
he's different today.
He's different today, yes. Oh my god.
Okay, suppression out, safe swing on the corner, does take a shot from the sheriff there, but
Crashes yang namping.
Oh! Crashes with a great headshot.
What?
Wants a little bit more. Got the spot.
What?
This is actually the one to take down safe.
Wah, thrifty ka bang? Bang masa thrifty bang?
You're gonna be too bothered if you're here on NRG trying to win out in this thrifty round. Gun now recovered, Artis swinging,
oh, di Free Fire sama Yampi udah tahu dia mau ngambil senjata.
That's going to be Liquid regaining a man advantage.
Great anticipation there from Yampi, expecting that angle to be taken. Goes wide, finds a great one. Now you've got Nats, Yampi watching. Sam trying to find a lurk here, but it is fully accounted for by Red Guard.
Ooh.
Keeping him honest, forcing him back. 45 health. Darkness check close. No one spotted the drone as well. Now leading the way, spamming in. Does get that hit there on the Nats. He's actually going to go ahead and use the ultimate. Victor feeling very confident in their ability to close this out. But that hurts their odds. Nats finishes off some. Swing out. Guardian shots going a bit wide, and attention is pulled away.
Damn.
Nats will be able to close out. And that is now 6 rounds locked in for Team Liquid here on the attacking half.
I'm not too sure there. Victor feeling confident with the Guardian to pull that no command in that moment.
Hari-hari.
Just a little bit over ambitious. I think they maybe thought they could get away with another counter lurk from Sam, but Nats is just way too smart, way too good. And then right away, tries to push down the stairs. Nats able to get to safety and wait for the backup from Yampi to finish the job onto Victor. And let's see here. This is looking potentially pacey.
Yeah, I mean, they're all no command right off the rip. Turret going to be cleared out as it's deactivated. And all of NRG trying to flip their way back over to the site where Vanessa is going to get flushed out.
That's the lockdown gone.
Yeah, taken out of the equation.
TL.
Now, see if NRG can scrape anything back into this one. The drone gets cleared.
Record apa? Belum tahu. I didn't know that, sorry. Iya, nggak apa-apa.
2 more kills. Crashies.
He's got to save.
Sprinting, yeah. Trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Just tuck into the corner here by B Lobby, but nothing more to be done. 4 members strong, carrying over the weapons. The bank is already just bursting at the seams here for Liquid anyway. So even if they lose out on a couple extra weapons, aside from Crashies getting charged towards the Hunter's Fury, it's not going to bother Liquid too much.
Exactly. I mean, this is just a
Tapi
beautiful
ini map
kind of
emang attacker sided sih. Jadi kita lihat nanti TL pas defending gimana nih.
Powerful ult in hand, you can nullify that Killjoy utility on the beat with your own null command. Just get in there, take him out, and that's basically round over. Try to flood back into the site, just completely thwarted by Team Liquid. And now looking to potentially go 8-4
again. We'll see if that is going to be the scoreline at the end of it all. As for now, I mean, Nat's still way out in front. The IGL's on either side this time. The one's bringing up the rear. So Nat's just has been in a position to get as much impact as we saw from him there on Haven.
Nice.
Given that it is his stomping grounds.
Wow.
Too much of anything safe. Trying to push off the back
of the Saipo. Saipo.
Connection, so he doesn't really want to go blindly through this smoke.
Cage up. Nice.
Spam.
Dalam Cypher Cage tuh.
The spike gets planted, and they just go on the offensive.
Nice trade.
Dash forward, the right click goes out.
Nice save. Nice NRG, nice. 1v3. Hayo lu Bang Redgar.
No util to speak of. Just
Hayo lu Bang Redgar.
Paranoia.
Hayo lo Bang Redgar. Ditembak. Nice try.
Get the defuse, and that's going to be NRG bringing this to a 7-5.
Prediksi EDG lawan PRX, gue dukung EDG aja karena PRX
just playing full retake. And Team Liquid tries to get ahead of that. They try to push base towards spawn to kind of just seal the deal here, to really knock the feed out from underneath them. But Victor with a brilliant flash knows that his teammates getting pushed there. He's able to come through big once again for them. Victor trying to do everything he can, but not to be that round. So a pretty good half here for Team Liquid on their attacker side. But again, NRG previously on their attacker side was very, very good against Navi.
Oh, we'll see what happens, but first we'll throw over
yang menang NRG tadi. Iya, yang menang NRG emang.
Thank you very much, Achilles and Paperthin, and there was a lot of action from that first half. In fact, let's take a look at the Verizon high-speed moment of the match. It goes to Victor, but Mimi, I think it's really important to watch the lead-up to Victor's kills as well.
Yeah, I think this game honestly started with NRG having some really good ideas on how
Deja vu ya skornya.
In this round, they wait for him to throw. His cages are ready in a position to punish, and then
Potter bikin EDG nonjol. Woi, Potter mah. EG, woi. Potter evil genius. EDG mah pelatihnya cowok.
But after this, TL found their group, and similar to their last series versus EG, some of the success they found actually turned out to be these faster hits, and simplifying and allowing their individuals to thrive in these late rounds.
Yeah, like for example, the round where they used the no command, actually not overcooking that much. I think that they were kind of expecting NRG to just have a different plan against them. I think that Victor was perfect on that regard, not only on that clip, but I think he was one of the reasons why Team Liquid was not being able to find success on that A side. The B hits were completely different, but now we're heading into the second half and things are going to get diced because are we sure the 5 is enough on the defense after getting pistol?
It's not a great defensive sided half, particularly for NRG. They really tend to struggle on this attacking side on this map. However, they have had games where they can rally it back even when they have a rough start like this.
Yeah, and for me, Nats had a great attacking half, and this is the half where he's supposed to be even better as well.
Dia
so I don't know how
EDG di first line ya. EDG di first line kah?
But they need to if they want to close this out 2-0. Paperthin and Achilles, let's see if they can.
Already gave us a huge unexpected run back on that first map. Perhaps they can do it again, but it does have to begin with the pistol, which they're able to take. But as the desk was saying, being able to pick up 5 after having side selection, when you do start off with that 2-0. Liquid certainly have that momentum, that wind in their sails.
Nats being rats. Hari-hari diplesetin mulu tuh nama-namanya.
Yeah, it's just been such a great kind of second half of the first half from Team Liquid. They kind of changed their tempo, got a little bit more aggressive a little bit earlier in the rounds. That really helped them get into the sights a little bit cleaner, kind of just prevent the retakes.
Jatuhnya lama banget tuh, nul komen. Kok nul komen knife-nya.
The Sova over there for crashing.
Oh my God. Look at this stack up here. 3 in the tree. Redguard finding the first blood. Artist going to be taken down. Entry power limited, safe. Finding one, dashes in the flank. Gets the instant headshot to put Victor.
Kasih paham Bang Saipul. Kasih paham Bang Saipul. Ow.
Goes in just a little bit too far to get the connection here on the Som.
Ow.
Again, not getting anything. What wins the frenzy or the classic? It's going to be the frenzy this time around.
Hari-hari di Free Fire.
Circles on him, and Liquid will take the pistol and now move up to 8.
Well, it's just again, Team Liquid having a pretty good idea of what's going to be coming from the side of NRG. And they're just ready for it. I thought NRG might pull back after, seeing and hearing at least 3 different players from Team Liquid in tree. Instead, they try to re-aggress and to fight into it, and Safe is more than happy to take that on. Finding 2 huge kills, spike down, and essentially round over at that point. So only one sheriff to be found here for NRG. It's in Artist's hands. Sam gonna get up top and try to spray towards this door, see if he can catch a little bit of damage. A flash gonna back Soulcast off. Space being taken, Artist taking damage though.
Yeah, I mean, it gets them some access to main. They can grab the orb, but they just have to back away as Artist gets knocked down to 65. So it's just going to be that full send to rotate here towards B. Nat's the only one in the site. Obviously does have the cam set up over top of the entryway out of main. Yampi not too far away either. Recon at the ready.
Saifullah bin Abdurrahman, buset. Itu nama aslinya kah?
Goes in first, gets cleared. Hasn't drawn the rotations yet though from Liquid. Looks like they want a little bit more to fully believe that this is going to be the approach.
Right here.
The 0 point going out, that might just be enough. Yampi, pushing up, trying to get it.
Masih penasaran sama bundle champions nanti. Bundle champions nanti mungkin AWP kali ya. Atau Bulldog mungkin. Atau Spectre, nggak tahu dah. Dikit lagi tuh. Victor klik kanan. Hari-hari di klik kanan klasik.
Versus 2. Seems like NRG might just be able to turn this one completely on its head.
Apakah Tripti? Tripti.
So very low. Taking a bit of damage. There's one found. Looking for the other.
1v2 tapi dua-duanya lead.
Down to a sliver on either of them. They're looking for a high-low double stack. And Soulcast will save the round.
Gila, jiggle pick. Neng. Nice one.
But credit to NRG, well, where it is due.
Itu mereka tapi rondenya mahal banget.
So much closer than I'm sure even Liquid could have anticipated.
He raided that.
Malam ini live stream penonton. Kemarin gua nggak live stream karena ngerayain ulang tahun bokap.
And then he's like, okay.
Nice one.
I'm pretty sure they're going to be around the corner, and there's very
nice one.
Double stack. It's like he just reads this. And then it's just boom, boom. Repeats it. Yampi's so happy there.
Skratadu Verloradu. My name.
From NRG and paid the price, and then Nats has that one-way set up in the back alley, but it isn't able to convert off of it, and it looks like it's going to be NRG's round for sure, but a lot of damage done along the way.
Yes.
And enough that it just takes a couple bullets from that Bulldog for Soulcast to finish it off. But yeah, like you're talking about now, the buy is much weaker than you like for Team Liquid coming up against these full rifles of NRG and Ares, a Bucky. So you got to be real careful here. As NRG, you got to be anticipating some kind of sneaky trap plays with those shotguns.
Thank you, Pico.
Redguard was holding over at main.
Kalau ini apa map 3, gua ambil makanan dulu ah.
Just re-smoking it.
Tapi NRG cuan dapat 4 di free round. Iya, makanya itu round yang mahal banget buat tim Liquid. But it is what it is, everybody.
They fall for it. Do they come right into his trap? Paranoia cross. Still just waiting patiently. Pushing. Sees that tailwind, and Artist able to avoid getting clipped. Goes ahead and takes him down. Safe as well. Fallen. This is looking damn clean here for the side of NRG. Just something that they very much need here. Trying to get that economy rolling. That's dinked finesse. We'll finish him off. Now it's all on the Ares from Yampi to see if he can do some damage to stop this from being a flawless. But the answer is no. Artist will just go ahead, take the corner, confirm the flawless.
Bonus round kalah, bonus round.
Their first round victory here in the second half.
Good stuff here from the side of NRG. Again, the big kind of danger point in that round was going to be Redgar around that corner, and Artist was able to break his crosshairs. Paranoia as well, back him up. Really well handled there. I was wondering if they were going to try to flash around that corner with Victor. Instead, it's going to be Sam setting
Baru gua habis ternyata gas anggaran lagi.
Nice job there.
Map 3 kah? Real kah? Map 3 kah?
Yampi be on the other side. Full armors here mostly for NRG. Dart right into the main door here. Allow them access to this orb. Artist looking to continue to push here. You do have this Hunter's Fury to potentially clear some space. See if they note this Cypher cam.
It will be noted, but Nat's getting suppressed, has to pull off of it, so can't try to get a dart onto anybody. It's both shocks used here from Crashies, just trying to clear out some util, but as we can see, the tripwire is still standing. Gen to the wall over there. They're going to start drifting away once again. We'll see if this turns into a B hit, or just another shove down cat.
Set. Bam! Aduh, itu dari pala padahal loh.
Only takes a little bit of damage. That
Padahal dari pala loh itu loh.
Not quite able to answer any damage back though. There's market door getting shut. Liquid suspecting that this could end up at B, so they want to try to limit those options and really flood energy over towards that A site where there's 3 members of Liquid ready and waiting. Window going to be broken. Crashies starting to press forward around the corner. So ready for it.
That's right.
Doesn't manage to reply. Finds the kill.
Set.
Out, safe.
Dia tahu ada di B main.
Just get worked down to 8 HP. That's getting the better of them there in that regard. Drop down now into mid. Looking to push their way through market. TP across. Redguard gets himself situated in Boathouse, which should be anticipated. Artist making all the noise in the world though. Safe. Just tucking away into the corner. Now to the side. Safe is going to be the one to find the kill. Redgar Howard taken down. The site now open with 4 seconds to spare. The plant can come through. It's a 2v3 with Finesse holding forward, but somehow doesn't land a single bullet.
What?
8 HP. Safe wins it out. Now brings it back to a 2v2.
Vanessa done such a good job in this round until that last moment. Let's see if Victor can recover.
Safe. Back in there on the boxes. He'll find some, but then his shoulder shows, and Victor will go ahead and clip him. NRG starting to get some momentum back onto their side. 7-9, a 2-round deficit. Can they get 3 in a row? As Liquid, again, the cash as far as stability is concerned, it's not being found.
I just love the way Finesse is just causing so many problems in mid during this round, just making it really hard for Team Liquid.
8 HP masih dapat 3. Victor nih bukan main-main nih, Victor nih bang.
Is going to be coming because there's pressure all over the place, and then Finesse gets that big kill over there.
Bang Victor nih bukan main-main bang. Dan mainkan sihir dia nih.
Pretty easy cleanup potentially.
Tuh kan udah gue bilang Victor kalau nggak pakai AWP sadis guys. Wow, Saipul. Saipul. Pusing kalau udah semua ult, udah utility udah keluar semua tuh memusingkan anjir.
And that could be guns as well recovered. Yampi now with the Vandal. His 4 members just sat on top of the spike.
Buset. Di cancel. Nggak boleh lu. Nggak boleh lu. Nggak boleh lu pakai ulti lu katanya lu. Nggak boleh lu anjing katanya. Enak aja lu mau nge-ulti ngambil spike lu. Nice defense, nice defense. Nice defense dari TL. Dihalangin 3 orang, cok. Nggak dikasih anjing.
Playing it out quietly. Okay, does decide to strike, finds one. Can that be the start of the snowball effect they need to get this back under control?
Good Nats though.
They're looking for
bang, kiri bang.
Lockdown coming through. Nats legal timing. Gets a 2-tap. Looks for a little bit.
Oh no!
He does it again. Runs out of bullets, but he's got plenty of time to go for the reload.
Oh my God!
Clean him up. It is a Thrifty and a catastrophic
Thrifty, what the hell, bro? Oh my god, nuts.
Restretch it by 3.
As soon as that lockdown came into play, Nats was moving right into that corner. He knew right away. And then the beautiful hold here.
Nats.
To just prevent the
awareness-nya dari NRG tadi kurang sih.
Perfectly. NRG can't believe he's there that fast.
Rugi banget, udah rugi duit, rugi ulti itu.
The tournament so far, Liquid just playing every single moment of that to absolute perfection, safe. That minor timing, that millisecond that he had to get the headshot across the hardest before getting suppressed. Matt's getting himself in a position to shut down not just the lockdown, but 2 players on top of it, as well as
Lu tau gak sih, gue dapet copyright mode di lagu ini. Kesel juga gue lama-lama.
Gorgeous round from Liquid.
Really crumbling under the pressure here today. I mean, Team Liquid.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You know,
Sepertinya map 3, sepertinya map 3 kah, brother?
Team Liquid's map onto Haven, then they got just slaughtered on that second half, and then right into OT. And there's clearly it has not affected their mental. I mean, clearly they are still.
Logot Uncle Roger. Hiya, you want me to become Uncle Roger while I'm commentating? What do you mean? What you mean?
Historic.
Niece and nephew, Uncle Devin cannot be like this, okay? Luckily, it's only for 5 minutes. Only for 5 minutes. If this more than 5 minutes, then Uncle Devin will feel so exhausted. Fuyo!
Command Hunter's Fury Bladestorm. Poor artist if he so needs to dig into the back pocket there, but
we see here.
For another round.
Nis Ardis is looking at the right direction.
Nobody from the side of NRG is really keen.
Holy shit, holy shit.
Keep a little bit of information away from the side of Team Liquid here to start.
Well, they have an early contest
holy
over
shit.
A main, so uncertain if this is going to be occupied or not. Drone not sent to check wine. As the 0 point goes out, catches out on 2.
Nis Astia, thank you for letting Uncle Devin drink. Let me drink first.
Wants to try to get a deep knife to check market. It's back over to main.
I like what NRG does here because they get 2 important pieces of an execute identified there. You know, knowing
very nice, very nice.
Just try to double fake
holy shit! Look at that.
Dart over the top, not going to be getting the reveal. Now the Hunter's Fury going to be let loose here.
Ardis is just going to tank that and kill. Fuyo! Ardis!
Over by Dort. Spots 1, spots a second. Gets a third!
Fuyo save!
Over.
Holy shit, the last time Uncle Devin get wet, it's when Auntie Helen is still with me.
Breaks down the door. Gumpy.
Sorry, children.
Does get the kill. It's a double approach.
Oh!
Gumpy will be able to get a second kill. Comes through.
Nis Ardis is weaving. Hiya, Nis Ardis has to step up his game. If not, NRG is going to lose this map.
Who's just out here in the middle as everybody else is dealing with other problems. Finesse tries to swing him on his own. Victor's a little late and Safe just reads it. Right around the corner at Gen. Completely prepared for it. A little kiss to the teammates there. A little love shown. And Redgar bigging him
you
up.
You want Uncle Devin to sit up high. Niece and nephew, very naughty. Okay, fine. Here. Uncle Devin will sit up.
It was bound to happen eventually.
And high-pock nature.
With you and I here, it was bound to happen. But it's all good.
We had our fair share, yeah.
A quick little cleanup on whatever the issue is, and then we can get back into this game.
Hiya, very naughty. You want me to become Uncle Devin while watching this watch party and then doing sit-up?
Rather than this constant...
What the hell? What you mean? What you mean? Holy shit.
In these last 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's just awesome to see the resilience here from Liquid.
You very naughty.
Gonna be thinking about into that next round. Artist does have the Bladestorm for if they want to cut a little bit of funds. Victor sitting on quite a bit of cash though for NRG, so they might be able to spread this out pretty decently. Get at least
Holy shit, man. It's a nephew. How are you? How are you all? Huh?
Rounds have been either just them reading
Uncle
them,
Devin
like
is currently watching VALORANT Champions Tournament Masters Tokyo. Uncle Devin wish Uncle can go to Tokyo and watch it directly, but Uncle Devin has no money. That's why Uncle Devin streams on PC. Yes, that's why. Please support Uncle Devin by watching this without ad block.
Now, worth noting,
and please donate money to my account.
NRG was able to run it back on Haven.
What are you trying to imply here,
Can
Achilles?
lightning strike twice in the same place, in the same fashion? Let's give the momentum scene here. It seems unlikely. Liquid gonna just maintain full control. I mean, 100 Spheres to deny plants, Nats as well with his ult. Nade's gonna be let loose.
Hi, Uncle Devin just want to watch this peacefully, yet you all buy stretching lah, buy sit up. Hi,
things off nicely, gets that kill, but then safe back. Onto one, Nats finds Crashies off the back of the reveal. The 100 Sphere is still gonna be invested. They definitely want to close out this round. Vanessa is now going to be left all on his lonesome. Finds one, looks to pick up a weapon, but Soulcast will eventually.
Hi, match point for Team Liquid.
Everybody doing a great job here. Even though Artis is able to find one, Safe is so dialed in right now. Is quickly
I think we're going to map 3 niece and nephew. Map 3.
You know, you had the trap wire placed from Gen to the wall. You had the Cypher.
Why so broke, Uncle Devin? Uncle Devin don't have money. That's why Uncle Devin needs money from niece and nephew. Donate to me. Donate.
From NRG. And now NRG has to string 5 in a row just to put us into overtime.
Goodbye NRG. Hello, map 3.
But unbelievably challenging.
Oke, udah selesai ya. Udah selesai.
Onto Artis here.
Does clear that out.
This is tough.
Oh, knives pulled, and Radiator Safe does that. Spots one in market. Redguard in the meantime takes down Psalm and a lurk over Tree. Trying to get it behind them.
El Andrianov, welcome back to Definition Silver.
Over to the B site, but now it's all tumbling down. You don't have your smokes, your paranoia. This becomes that much more difficult to pilot. Now just to really add insult to injury. The ult across, updraft in safe. Desperately wanting to get victors. The ring ping comes through. Sends out the 0 point, trying to take the blades out of his hands, but Safe still able to play elusive. Keeps them. As Redguard looks to challenge against Artis. Thinking about Tempo pushing on the smoke. He does so and gets the headshot. Brings it back to a 4v4. Spike getting brought over into A. Nats watching on his camera. Spotted their feet, makes the call. The rotations begin. They're wary. They know that they're here in this position, that they're going to be pushed up and looking to intercept, and Crashies does just that. Safe now gone, the window broken to get themselves up into heaven. They know that they need to try to spot Nats, but
whoa.
before getting taken out.
Nice banget Nats.
Back into a
2v2.
Artis spotted.
Halo.
Down, he's updrafted, jumped
Oh,
up
dia
over
udah
the
lompat
opposite
ya.
side. Double approach now through Tree.
Ayo lu. Ayo lu. Oh, nice backup. Oke. Yampi. Oh. Dang it. Tipis banget, bro. Tipis.
Left Redguard out to dry just a little bit. He still had another
hari-hari match point mulu tapi nggak closing.
That 0 point. Redguard steps in, gets killed by Artis. There's no response from Safe. Maybe just didn't feel comfortable. Maybe he was afraid there'd be too many players on the other side. Towards pizza, towards market.
Match point doang, jagonya nggak bisa kelarin gamenya.
Got punished. That allowed the open space for NRG to shift over. Now, gonna use that knife to make sure that they can get the ult or get the lockdown invested into this round. Yampi not gonna hide in boats. He's gonna retreat to the safety of Nats. Safe hands from him. Sam gonna TP over to the side. A spot through onto Sam, but
ultinya tidak berhasil mendapatkan siapa-siapa, tapi berhasil membeli waktu untuk pasang bom. Match point Elite menang sulit. Iya nih.
Two at main, one at lumber. He's just trying to hold the pings coming down. Nade goes in, buys some more time. Drone up over the top, not spotting finesse. Paranoia does clip in onto him. Suspicious of it, flushes him out. Pop flash sent through the smoke. They look to turn away. Nats finding one.
Oh, NRG. Oh, nice. Oh, kayaknya that's it. This is it, guys. This is it. Selesai gamenya, adik-adik. Alright, map 3 boy. Map 3. Ini baru sengit. Map 3 is real, boy. Boy. Map 3 is real, boys. Map 3 is real. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shelter comeback. Kita lihat di map 3, guys. Map 3-nya di mana tadi? Split ya? Gue lupa Iya, split kalau nggak salah. Alright, I'm going to take some food. Karena map 3 dan udah jam 12. Gua ambil makanan dulu bentar ya. Hola. Makan. Kita ada Kimas. Yang nanya makan apa, gue sumpahin lu semua. Rezekinya lancar. Makan apa, Bang? Nggak mau jawab. Nggak mau jawab. Kepo banget, Dap. Kepo banget, pada dah kepo banget. Pada mau tahu gua makan apa, kepo banget. Kan biar rezekinya lancar, bener. Semoga rezeki kalian lancar ya, guys.
Other side, right? It's not that we have to plant the spike. We need to make sure that this is not going to be a 5v5, a 4v4. We need to have that advantage, and we need to gather extra space before we plant the spike so we can make it comfortable, because Liquid was succeeding time and time again in those situations.
I'm glad you mentioned Soulcast, by the way. I feel like he's kind of a little bit underrated, and he's
so good on KO.
He also makes their pistol rounds, so you know, kind of explains how good they are at
so
pistols
he got
right
3
now.
out of 4 today.
But Nats, on the other hand, we set him up as one of the players that does show up time and time again in these situations. And Mimi, we are seeing a prime Nats on the server today.
I think there's like 2 Nats that you have to talk about. The first is just Nats as a raw individual, as the guy who is closing out these late rounds, who is finding these massive multi-frags to keep Liquid in games, and also the guy who just has perfect
Bang, tau Tenzi nggak? Siapa tuh, baru denger gua?
The way that he anchors A and can stay alive backside for so long to allow his teammates to flood in and support him is excellent. NRG is a team that actually has really good executes on this map, but they were consistently getting shut down by this guy's utility. You can see there, the double cages, I think, are what's so important, because his teammates can just run out Headphone and help him.
The thing is that with Nats, we have seen this stuff before. Like, it's something that he has been doing so many times, but changing things from round to round and actually not allowing the enemy to adapt or to read onto that. And I wish that we would have had some more of his camps so we could acknowledge and feel what he feels to be Nats, and running around the sides like you own the place. Yeah, you know exactly where the kitchen and the living room are.
I mean, on the other side, Finesse, 0 lockdowns used on the first half.
Yes.
We didn't see a single one. 2 in the second half, but almost too little too late. But we do have a third map to go into here as well, Mimi, and it's going to be split.
This is going to be such a cool one because it is a very direct, stylistic clash in the way that these two teams play the map. NRG has adopted the America's meta of this double duelist, double controller composition that a lot of teams have been picking up, and they're really good at it. Artis and Victor are fantastic individually, and I think while you don't have the same util as those it still calls so well in the mid-round with it. And on the other side, Team Liquid play the kind of older composition with the Cypher in the mix, but they're also incredible at that one.
And not only that, we have already seen these teams play this map. For the case of NRG, we saw them against Foot, so they have already had that taste of what EMEA is like in this map. On the other side, we also saw Liquid with their very conservative composition going up against EDG, having some crazy mid rounds that we were seeing from EDG on that matchup, and going up against that double duelist. They lost that map, so of course it's not the better prospect for them.
Yeah, it is. And in this map, I think for
NRG sama dengan Mike Tyson.
looking at Nats and
Mike Tyson siapa lagi?
And on the other side, for NRG, how can they
Mike Tyson
shut it
siapa?
down? I thought on their attacking side, they weren't able to break the tripwires, break the cameras quite enough in their mid-round to build a mask where they were ending. Normally against the Killjoy setup, it's pretty much the same util every round. It's really formulaic to shut that down. Here on Split against the Cypher, you really have to take your time and be particular about denying Liquid information.
Yeah, you can see it here in the Prime Gaming agents. So like everything that you guys talked about, spot on. Kukuka, of course, NRG, they look so good with that double duelist comp against Na'Vi.
It's
Dan situ penyanyi.
the
Oh, lagunya apa? Gua nggak pernah denger. Genrenya apa? Rock.
So beautiful to see. So
Apa
I
punk?
am also looking at Soul
Apa
in
gothic?
this one because we know that the stage is something that is out of fashion. Let's say
Mike Tyson tukang gigit kuping.
So he needs to find the
Wow, ada
balance. He
kerjaannya
needs to
ternyata
follow
tukang
along
gigit
with
kuping.
what they were doing with Yumpy and him onto A.
It will force NRG to slow down, not just the Cypher, but the slow orbs, the wall from that stage as well. And what's going to be really cool about this match is both these teams start on their stronger side. 61% win rate on attack for NRG, 51 on the defensive side for the side of Liquid. This is where they are both strong, and it's going to be cool to see these comps clash.
Well, this is the third and final map, and the one that's going to decide which team is going to be going home and which will be advancing to the lower bracket semi-finals tomorrow. Let's send it back to your casters, Achilles and Paperthin.
Thank you very much. Yeah, all the pressure in the world resting on the shoulders of both of these teams. TL keeping themselves in this one, now looking to close it out on Split. NRG, can they rally back? They were able to do so on Haven. They drop a cent. Let's see what happens now with this double duelist.
Hey, what better map to go for map 3, right? Split. Only bangers on Split. That's all we can hope for here.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be that way, but this first half should be pretty telling, and I like the way that the desk is setting this up because it is a NRG who's disgusting at their attacker side. If you look at 4 of the last 5 times they've played it, 10-2 on an attacker side versus Na'Vi, 11-1 versus Evil Geniuses, 7-5 versus Evil Geniuses, 9-3 versus Loud. And then they lost to Evil Geniuses in a rematch on this map where they only went 4-8. But certainly if NRG can do some damage here, set the tempo, maybe they can carry that over. Really going to be keeping my eyes on Sam and the way that they're going to utilize this Astra. Those stars often really indicative of how teams want to attack on this map, and you can see 2 stars out and a full presence from Team Liquid to respond.
Quick turn for the flash, and instant dash out of save, but still managing to find one as the distraction swing comes in from Red.
Wow.
2 members left standing now on the side of NRG. Spike going to be grabbed up by Sam. Finesse also arrives, but made a bit of a splash there. Save having built up yet another dash, uses it, but then runs out of bullets as he swung out wide.
Oh iya, nggak full screen lupa.
Sam and Finesse down to 75. Just swap out, grab another ghost, and start drifting their way over towards this A site through the sewer where Nats is ready and waiting. No.
Just pushing past.
Okay.
But that's okay, they're not going there.
They start drifting back into mid.
FNS loves these double pumps.
This could end up being good for them. Redgar, the lone player right now on this B site, and he's down to 44 health. You get him cleanly, you should be able to potentially isolate the other 2 players as some 1v1s or a 2-on-1.
30 seconds
Push in,
left.
Finesse avoiding showing his head until right then. Redgar gets him. Now turns his back, expecting the pressure coming in from Garage. Sam does manage to find it, now in a position where he just might be able to clutch this one up, but needs to be clean with it. Well, they didn't have the split approach before. This time, TL, they're the ones who are splitting. Be up in heaven. That's getting ready to swing the corner from Garage. The flash going his way. He's trying to wait from it, but then Nats takes the timing, gets the kill, and Liquid will get themselves another pistol win.
Yeah, I love this from Team Liquid. The way that they read this setup towards mid, read these double stars, are able to avoid significant damage. I mean, they take pretty decent amount of damage, but it isn't catastrophic from the gravity well. And then the swing out there, expecting the pressure from NRG at the beginning of the round, but then the flash to set up Nats at the end there from Yampi. Great patience once again here from Team Liquid. Wonderful coordination. I love that angle Redgar took as well. Really difficult for NRG to do anything about it unless they expect it. And, you know, FNS there just enough to give Redgar the information and the ability to react to get that first kill. Even though Sam recovers, it's still just such a difficult setup with Nats lurking so early in that round, pushing so much space so fast. Just gives Team Liquid all the ability to read the map, to rotate to where they need to go.
Smoke out in the mid, NRG looking like they want to try to play off of this one. Gets ready for a potential pop flash through. Does send it. Yampi is sent sprinting back, sucked away over towards stairs. Clear out of the trap wire. Meanwhile, Nats taking a hell of a lot of damage. Re-swings, stabilizes for one, but cannot get the other. Flash out, the frenzy spray goes. Yampi falls. Saving up something to this Nebula to push out, but he's not ready for Crashes to be right up in front of him. Redgar now not ready for finesse. Soulcast arrives. It's a bloodbath, but one that NRG can absolutely win.
1v2 nih Gan.
Wrapping around towards stairs, that will get him a rifle in hand. Grabbing up that Vandal. Now the question is, does he find the time? Soulcast is out in the open. His way forward, he finds it, and NRG flip the script here in the second round, winning out.
This is just absolutely messy. A lot of 1v1s being taken here by Team Liquid, and that gives NRG the ability to trade off of them. Nats re-peeking here with that gun advantage, just so much confidence, but he isn't really able to convert. Already taking a lot of damage, and then Safe not expecting that close angle coming out of the smoke. Just do it, that's right.
Well, they did. And now it's going to be mostly Sheriffs and a Ghost here
Makan apa?
Liquid.
Makan apa yo?
As they look to replicate that success and get a thrifty of their own. Yampi just sitting within the Nebula for now, taking a couple blind shots through. Here's at least 2 weapons, so knows there's going to be some hefty presence here in mid. Safe was on the rope previously. Does he think about going for it again? If they can flash him in, it could be quite opportunistic for them. There it is, Victor. They're looking to hold the line. They will find Artis at the end of it all. A little bit of damage onto Victor, but still does come away with another elimination for himself. As the nade pushes them back.
Got the heal though. Can recover this rifle for Team Liquid. So honestly, this isn't too bad. Still keeping themselves in this. Gonna leave Finesse on a lurk in sewers here. As the rest of NRG moves over to the site to set up for the plant. Pushing spaces, Sam towards spawn. Right on his heels is Victor. Sam, big one coming, and Soulcast gets the better of him.
He can't stabilize the Bulldog game fast enough to be able to find the elimination. Soulcast gets the headshot, but Victor now finds himself with a 3rd elimination. Safe spotted, the Seekers cleared out. 2v3, now 1. There's Nats. Swings around to the back alley, but the ping is coming down. Seems like NRG have a very good sense of where he's going to be positioned. There's Victor and Crashies both watch the angle.
Surely, there's just not enough time at this point. Just maybe looking for an exit frag. Not going to happen.
Some damage is what he was looking for, but instead it's just going to be death. 4 kills for Victor and a monsters round here on the raises. NRG will move up 2-1, but now swing back into a buy round for the side of Team Liquid to see if they can bring us to a tied-up scoreline, as they have been doing pretty much throughout this entire series so far.
Yeah,
Bang, jangan bercanda mulu, Bang.
From Team Liquid, you know, catching Artis out with that utility, like you said, setting up for that flash very nicely to clean him out, getting a gun upgrade at least. And Soulcast winning a big battle there. on the back of sight, but Victor, quick to react, quick to really bail out his teammate to flash here towards the top of ramp. Trailblazer as well. But this is just kind of all information gathering for NRG. No real lean in towards any executes. They're fanned out all over the place. Just going to spam down the wall into mid. A star towards male, potentially here for NRG to use to take some space. A lot of it being given up by the side of Team Liquid. It's just Soulcast on that stage, watching from one side, Nats' trap on the other. They're playing really towards anti-execute here onto these sites to just really prevent NRG from really gaining any steam.
Well, Safe is starting to go on a bit of a walkabout. Sam tucked into the corner there on the astral form. Safe just continues to press up. Redguard having to send a smoke real quick. Safe.
Oh, nice.
Finds one. That's going to be a spike noted as well. Sam not making any noise as he cuts his way across. Slow out and Crashy's head spotted. Soulcast doesn't whip the shot. Finds the kill. Now they have to try to get Sam back in with them. And as the trap wire gets cleared, gives a bit more evidence that it's going to be A, and Yumpy just shuts down that double blast tag entry. Cam set up, finesse noted, tagged. Has to pull back, has to remove it. The time is dwindling. Yumpy pushing forward, puts some damage down onto him, but now they know, yeah, that they just cannot possibly get themselves onto site. They just have to go ahead and call off the attack. The time will dwindle down. Liquid will get themselves tied up at 2-2 once more. Decent damage still. Two weapons going to be carried over, but obviously cash in the bank here for the side of NRG, so not going to be too softened up going into this next round.
Yeah, I mean, Team Liquid just being really diligent at the edges of the map here, giving up that space. Soulcast doing a great job playing his life there, up from male towards having a B there. Really making it difficult for NRG to get that crunch set up. That allows that B main space to be taken by Safe to get that important kill to get the spike down. And then they know there's not much presence at A. And of course, with the trap wires there, inside of ropes, they're able to really confirm where the movements are going to be. This fast hit, though, shut right down by Yumpy.
It's double stacked, and Yumpy finds the kill. Another play noted. I mean, Artist just sitting here existing with this dart in his chest. Dolph goes across. He would love an opportunity to finally remove this, but they need to gain some form of control. Finally, we'll be able to go ahead, rip it out. Now they're fairly stuck.
Everyone is here from Liquid.
I mean, they just have to kind of pour their way through this one, but they're just going to get shut down. Clean here from the side of TL, establishing such a firm hold over A. And Sam once again, this time in his
kata Som, aduh, hari-hari gue sendirian lagi.
And hold on to this weapon.
There's not much he can do.
Sengit nih, sengit.
That cosmic divide for next time. He is just going to plant his feet, and just a great reaction here from Team Liquid. I mean, Yumpy just with a bulldog even.
Trading dan backupnya Tim Liquid bagus tadi. Lihat nih ya.
Or at least react, I should say. That's probably a better way to turn it. Turns that flash, and Safe is there with him.
Tuh.
And again, all hands on
tradingnya bagus banget. Backupnya bagus. Jadi ketika mereka nge-push rem tuh langsung di backup semua dari Heaven.
We're still in the same round, by the way.
Oh, are you sure?
Just letting you know, roll the replay now. Why not?
Yeah.
So much time to burn because it was just over in the blink of an eye.
10 seconds left.
NRG trying to up that pace, but it's brought down to a screeching.
Itu yang terjadi ketika lu nge-pushnya setengah-setengah. NRG tadi mau nge-push tapi takut-takut gitu loh. Karena emang di hold juga sih sama Team Liquid ya. Di smoke, di concuss, di blind. Nggak di concuss, di blind sama di smoke.
There you go. Nice.
Well, that's going to be as well for some further delay before we get back into the action. A
timeout
by NRG. Again, just
timeout kakak.
Very early on. Jet wanting to reestablish some semblance of control.
Yeah, and now you've got some big ultimates on both sides. NRG, that showstopper in the Cosmic Divide, can use that to really gain some space and secure a plant, set up for a post plant. Still the res though now for Soulcast, as he's been having a phenomenal half year, 6-3. Blades.
Ini map attack apa defense? Ini map split tuh menurut gue lebih defense sided sih. Defense sided split menurut gue.
Counter potentially that cosmic divide to kind of figure out how the defensive formation potentially is going to be set up behind NRG if they can get that cosmic divide down even. See how Team Liquid wants to set this up. Maybe expecting some kind of fast hit here. A lot of teams, you know, when they have that showstopper.
So far dari semua tim yang tanding yang paling meyakinkan buat jadi juara sih EG ya, benar. Betul sekali. Beda aja gitu loh, ngelihat EG main tuh kayak wah gila gitu nih tim.
I think NRG maybe might be a little slow. It's gonna be a little bit more methodical. They're gonna spread out with some of their Astra Stars.
Fnatic juga bagus. Sebenarnya yang bagus tuh menurut gue ya, Fnatic, EDG, EG. Urutannya Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, EDG. Evil Geniuses on top sih menurut gue. Gameplay mereka gila banget.
Well, and Liquid here, you know, NRG is expecting either Liquid.
Itu 3 tim yang menurut gua bakalan juara 1, 2, 3 ya. Juara 1 EG, juara 2 Fnatic, juara 3 EDG. Feeling gua begitu.
Actually look at where Safe is positioned. Redgar's kind of baiting for him over on the B. We'll see if that comes into play. As it looks like now they're going to drift in more towards these stars that they have at mid. Spike's still in Ramen. Hasn't moved.
Ngeliat EG main tuh kayak pakai cheat tau gak lu? Sumpah, Evil Geniuses tuh kayak pakai cheat satu tim anjing. Aimingnya sadis banget. Seru nih kalau lower EDG versus EG. Ya kita lihat besok. Ya besok Evil Geniuses lawan Fnatic kita lihat. EG besok main guys. Nice Yampi. Uduh Victor. Ardis.
Drops down. Gets himself tucked away over towards main. Just waiting for another target. And now this becomes so very difficult if you're Liquid to try to push your way back into this site.
Aduh.
Now it's just gonna be
Aduh.
Victor
kalau dia tadi klik kiri aja mati tuh. Wah, nge-whiff tim Liquid. Hari-hari nge-whiff tim Liquid. Aduh. TL gimana? TL. Aduh.
The ability to get into that plant, but then Team Liquid has a full 5-man for the retake.
Aduh.
However, it's so well handled with the crossfires.
Ini upper, enggak ini lower quarter final. Besok lower semifinal.
With yet another 4K, 9 kills.
Besok upper semifinal. Oh ya, besok upper final dan lower semifinal. Besoknya lagi lower semifinal, lower final.
Edges under pressure. Both of the wide angles.
Pokoknya Rabu terakhir aja.
Right now by Victor on one side, Artis on the other. That double duelist composition that NRG loves to lean into. Really able to keep control of those flanks. Make sure that someone like Nats.
Rabu terakhir, Kamis Jumat libur, Sabtu Minggu, Sabtu lower grand final. Hari Minggu grand final upper. Final wajib nobar gak bang? Oh iya nobar kok. Dari hari Sabtu pun nobar kok. Sabtu Minggu kita masih nobar jam 10 pagi soalnya aman. Ardis nge-whiff. Nice Saiful 8 HP and living the dream. Nice.
Just tucked away. Redguard TPing up top. Himself safe. 5 members strong though.
Where is everyone's hiding?
Identify all 3 player locations at the side of NRG. The second ping goes across. Crashy's now trying to reposition, get himself into an unsuspected spot. Just up against the wall here, alongside that Nebula, and he's waiting this out patiently. Oh dear, he sees two, potentially even the third. Rips the first shot, safe swings the corner, finds another one. Lightspeed, but he gets taken down in midair. The hold to half, the punch with a shorty, and Som will get 3 of his own.
Let's go with
to regain the lead.
Unbelievable, the spam from NRG gives them 2 huge kills. Even with that neural theft, Yampi's going over there to clear out Som. It just never happens. Yampi goes all the way through Ramen towards B main to clear out Som, and Som's having none of it. And then even after that early kind of fumble from Artis at the beginning against Saint, should have the opportunity. They're holding the angle, should have the advantage. Not able to get it out of it. And yet still, NRG recovers. This is what makes them so scary. The reactions that they have.
Benar.
Themselves is so good. About in their kind of between map interviews that really kind of make or break some of these rounds, and it looked like it might have been NRG who was going to be on the wrong side of one of those that time with the safe double, but instead it's them swinging the round. Now safe out early with this op. Som's going to throw up a smoke there, but quickly dissipates it. Som's still in that corner. He's been there a couple
300
times
ya?
now.
300 2 kali lipat, benar.
Potentially rough exit. Safe might be able to punish this.
Would be a really bold push-up to try to swing that corner, especially just given the form that Som has been in so far here in this map. He's still inching up though. Som setting the trap, patiently waiting and hoping that Safe is going to take the bait.
They're kind of reading something that worked for Team Liquid previously when they got aggressive out of B main like that.
Boom.
Hawk through from Crashies. Gets an audio cue out onto the site. Still a good deal of ambiguity as far as where somebody could be positioned off that. Trapwire set up as well. Made up over the top, blast pack entering the cages, come through, safe. Finally finds him, Som swinging out.
Wah, udah mulai nih. 30 detik terakhir, semua yutnya keluar. Aduh, nge-whiff nuts. Aduh. 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 Mati deh Yampi nih.
Yampi now gone with an operator in hand.
35 deh, 35 deh.
Team Liquid have to concede the round and allow for energy
35 deh.
2-round stretch lead.
And energy here.
Kelamaan sih lu nge-pushnya.
The trap wires of Nats is a big part of the reason they're able to get through. He was talking about this on the desk that they were having a tough time on Ascent dealing with some of Nats' utility. And here now they just avoid it. They just completely just go right down towards screens, just bypassing all of those wires. There was one to the cubby on the left. There was one on the right from the front of the site over towards that back wall. And instead, Victor just pushes right in towards screens, and it pays off. And that's huge for NRG. And even though they lose Som on the backside in the middle of all of this, they're taking complete control of the back of the site. Okay, Safe is going to get
parting gift.
Yeah, parting gift there, yeah.
Ente kan.
Kill found for himself. Pass the weapon on, operator back in his hands, but yeah, I mean, Victor has just continued to be absolutely monstrous. 12-4-3 right now on the raise.
Ya Rizarandus kan ini sampai sudden death. Aduh.
Kill count here.
Udah jam 1 nih.
It's very much the lobby leader.
Kita mau record nih.
But what a just disjointed economic situation right now for the side of Liquid.
Capek nih.
An operator in the company of a Bucky.
That's the counter of the Viper's Pit, I believe. Of course, you're going to hold mail, but the Viper's Pit as well in play for finesse. And shotguns can be really useful. helping deal with that really powerful Viper ultimate. Now another crunch coming through towards mid as Safe has once again gotten really aggressive with this operator, trying to hold the angle. But the utility here from Crashies should be able to identify it. Now he's to pop it
Sampai
down.
selesai, sampai match ini selesai aja gua. Habis itu langsung off. Waduh. Lari semua, langsung lari semua.
Showstopper sent up. Not gonna find anything to tuck away in the middle. Keep himself safe, but this long rotate here from
Ada plan buat 1 juta subs? Belum. Gak ada plan juga sih.
May just be able to see him, but it's not gonna happen. He's just swinging through, pressing past screens. Made out to Ali to go ahead and delay. Buys that much more time for Finesse's backstab to find even more impact.
See, Liquid does not want to commit this operator.
Yampi.
It's a shutdown on a 1. The high-low stack, though, in back sight. It proved to be difficult. Artist, though, not even going to wait for that one. Just swings out, challenges the fight. Finds one, Some holds the lines. Nats will get taken down, and Soulcast with
Wah, setting lagi dah.
Can he get the kill?
Oh,
yes,
nice.
Takes down Finesse, swaps over to the operator, and goes ahead and gets the
Kill
hell
dulu
out of
nggak sih?
there.
Nah.
Round win still goes the way of NRG. Now it's 6 with this double duelist
Wah,
composition.
3-6 nih.
Team Liquid.
NRG yang menang kah bang? Sapping mulu bang.
Oh, you gotta love the way Finesse plays this round and the way that they buy time for him to really
Sapping
make that
mulu
long lurk happen. Team Liquid has that safety
bang.
valve there up from heaven to make sure that the operator's recovered. But it's just, of course, with the weaker weapons, a really difficult ask. And NRG very aware of the situation, not giving Safe any opportunities with that operator. No kills in that round from him. And now the money going to be heavily invested here on the side of Liquid. Even a Guardian going to be found. A judge for Artist with that Blade Storm.
Again, looking for that op setup, but Nebula comes through. Yeah, Artist rushing forward, just following the Trailblazer. Eventually we'll be able to get that one. Takes quite a bit of damage to the wall, but
What the hell?
Crashies can patch up those boo-boos.
Just give it a little kiss.
Yep. And now the pace where it was
Or you can
getting
be
ready
like,
to get out of hand.
be like my dad, just tell me to walk it off, rub some dirt on it.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah.
Everything coming to a screeching halt because of the ambiguity here. Seeker's going to be used. Yampi wanting to know exactly where
Oke,
they're at.
Ardis. Saipul.
Safe. Oh, surely.
Aduh. Aduh, updraft nih.
Flash at the ready. Goes up the wall. And he tries to get
Oh,
the shot.
Saiful udah di save 3 ronde, masih aja nge-weave. Saiful
This is going to be the attack coming over
udah
towards
di
A, where
save
right now
3
he is
ronde
Here's the
OP-nya.
noise.
Ternyata tetap mati. Oh Saiful, kamu lagi kenapa full? Oh my god.
Went out the fight. He ends up falling, as does Yampi. No way to interrupt the plant. No way for Soulcast.
Ngaco nih mainnya nih. Tim Liquid, oi.
Catches him completely off
Bener-bener
guard.
gue dukung tim
NRG
Liquid yang menang NRG
to
anjir.
lock in 7. Redguard will find 1. Try to go ahead
Ketemu
and
deh.
grab a weapon, but hello, it's Finesse on the
Ketemu
roll.
deh Redgar. Aduh.
If Team Liquid had been able to stabilize just a little bit after NRG shifted back
Saipul,
again. They start out a little bit towards
kamu
Artist sells a
kenapa
brilliant
kayak
fake along with
gitu
the toxic divide.
Saipul?
Then they go over to A. They
Nembakmu
don't like what they see
paksa
there, and they
pakai
shift back in.
OP.
Redguard gets TP'd into sewers.
Seandainya kamu mundur dikit ke belakang wallnya Astra.
So NRG just continuing.
Kayaknya kalau kayak gini NRG menang deh guys. Liquid malu-maluin anjir.
Yeah.
Malu lu sama Fnatic. Bener.
This is a suggestion.
Yeah,
It's there
exactly.
if you feel like you need it.
You don't have to hit the ultimate button.
If they can get a nice little foothold on one of these sites, you could be damn sure that we're going to be seeing that, if not in this round, then the next one. Just make it really unassailable. Soulcast just slow creeping down. He's good for 2. What in the hell? Now Safe pushes
Gitu
out.
dong.
Flash deep into Ramen. Not sure if they get the confirmation, but either way, the spike is going to be dropped and it's going to be walled off. Some having to break through,
Oh,
and
mantap.
Soulcast finds a 3rd. Now looking for the 4th, but he
Mantap.
has it.
Soulcast pentakill.
Absolutely
Let's go.
gorgeous W key gaming from
Nice
Soulcast
one.
to turn the pace around. Liquid take the round.
Nice one.
4-7. see if they can make this a 5th. But
Nice.
Clean.
Clean as fudge.
Absolutely phenomenal from Soulcast. A much needed breath of fresh air here for Team Liquid, as that had been 5 rounds in a row for NRG. Now you can stabilize. Last round and a half. Big question for me.
Oh my God, Artis!
Saiful.
Yes, quick hit.
Lu lagi kenapa sih Saiful? Oh my God, Saiful, lu kenapa? Ya ampun Saiful, lu kenapa?
Nats is already taken out. Finesse getting that kill.
Capek ngeliat Saiful ini.
Wants to try to cover this res, it would seem. Pit now invested.
Saiful underperform.
Redgar TP's into the smoke, and he's aware of it. Pings it out, but he doesn't want to push in. He doesn't want to play this aggressively. He wants Redgar to come
Redgar, aduh.
Moves his way out quickly. Dealt with, safe. They only know the real location.
Aduh, Redgar gak ngecek corner.
Notes.
Waduh. Aduh. Udah lah guys. 8-4 guys. Udah lah guys. Udah lah guys. Udah lah guys. Udah lah. Sudahlah. Sudahlah. Halo Ami. Lagi-lagi Redgar kagak ngecek corner.
And then just reading the back line so well is Sam. I gotta give Sam a lot of credit. He's doing a great job on the flanks for NRG.
That's the first time for NRG to be in the lead here at the half.
Defending map aja kayak gini anjir. Kalau mereka defender loh.
Thank you very much, Seth.
Bye, Liquid.
What a start
Sayonara.
as well, Bayer. They just look so clean, and you can see
Sayonara. Annyeonghaseyo, Yorobun.
I think the artist was having a rough start, but it doesn't matter. The evolution of the plan throughout the half was great. We can see it also in the late round, which I think was the most important. In so many bits, they were they were postponing the plan a lot just because they needed to secure, they needed to break some utility. I love this round that we're seeing right now, number 6, right after that timeout, right after that conversation where we see artists going on the operator and actually an energy that is really capitalizing on the ultimates that they're using to create that pressure onto sites.
Against this NRG composition, there's always going to be that temptation when they're playing these really slow attacking mid rounds to get aggressive on extremities and try to get information. Whenever Liquid went for rounds like that, NRG's fast reactions to push on the other side were excellent. And with this double duelist comp, they're so good at overwhelming site anchors. Even Nats really couldn't hold up to these hard executes.
Especially on that second round, right after Team Liquid gets the pistol, they just overwhelm Nats on his comfort zone. On B, he has his trap bars, he has his camp, and everything gets overruled.
Pico.
And despite this being the defensive side in double duels,
go home Liquid, feel heaven, NRG. Siap. Sapo bikin gregetan soalnya pakai OP ngepick. Sebenarnya nggak apa-apa lu ngepick. Yang penting aimingnya mantep. Kalau lu ngepick terus aiming lu gak mantap, lu cosplay Victor anjir. Victor aja sadar tuh kagak pakai AWP lagi dia, trauma dia. Ini bottom frag kan, bottom frag, lower bracket, bottom frag.
Nor can I, so let's go ahead and get right back down to brass tacks. Energy lead in their hands. A pistol from here could spell absolute disaster from Liquid.
Dadah wae.
See who is going to be able to draw that first blood as we get ready to go into this one. Ghost across.
Halo Putri, baru bisa mampir, santuy. Udah mau kelar kok, game udah mau kelar, tenang.
But we'll back away.
Sam really interested in holding this back up to heaven. Trailblazer out here. All the information needed for NRG to make their rotations. Everybody heading in towards the B site now. As you can see, Safe is pushing in towards spawn already.
Plan that's going to force Yampi back. Oh.
Si TB-in, siap. Dung. Aduh, Saiful. Wah, Saiful sih bener-bener sih.
Saw him TP up here onto the Raptor. Waiting. But his attention's being pulled from either side. He doesn't know which way to look, and now he's got to look over towards heaven as Soulcast gets taken out. That's finding one, but now Redgar fallen. 2 members left standing. Low HP bars on the side of NRG, but it is not low enough. They cannot find anything aside from the one kill.
Bener loh Saipul
4
ya.
members left standing. NRG will take another pistol round for themselves. They will now move up 9-4.
Coba gue mau lihat
Heartbreaking here
KDA-nya
for
Saipul.
NRG, but playing delay for that retake, that grenade, just to buy a little bit of extra time to prevent Yampy from getting that spike down quickly.
Nggak usah angkat tangan Saipul, lu emang nge-whiff.
Sort of settle themselves, safe, cleared successfully. That
Waduh.
allows them to storm through the
Gila.
site. Everybody doing a good job.
Gila,
there,
Bang
checking
Victor.
all the corners, not falling to any of the kind of
Saipul 10 ya.
usual positions that
Tapi
Team
Redgar
Liquid
lebih
tried to
suram
set
sih
up in that
39.
post plant.
Waduh.
Now Team Liquid heading in towards A, up the ramp. Oh, that grenade did a ton of damage.
Yeah, I mean, Soulcast had 2.
Soulcast tiba-tiba lit.
No, I can't. He actually did. Never mind. That's interesting.
I should heal myself, right?
Soulcast, you're top fragging. It's not, so it's fine.
Yeah, I think I would do the same. When you're a Sage, you gotta be selfless. You gotta heal your teammates, right?
Sure.
It's Nats' Sage.
I'm sure if most Sages out there, if you could resurrect yourself, they would do that.
How dare you? How dare you besmirch the Sage players?
Save, getting ready.
Aduh, Saipul.
Elbow shows for just a moment. Warning shots to send them, drive them back over towards the site. See if you're trying to watch, but you can tell there's just indecision right now. Liquid trying to figure out what is the best way to try to approach this one. There's not really a good answer to that. And that's Will find Som.
Wow, GG deh.
Safe, but he gets taken down to the end. NRG, they reach double digits.
Oke, bonus round. Apakah NRG bisa memenangkan bonus round? Kalau bonus round menang,
No doubt about it. And we talked a
kalah
lot
sih udah
about
sih.
how good NRG is on their attack.
Tim Liquid kalah sih kalau MP ini kalah lagi.
They're not bad at all on their defender side. A lot of times they just straight up don't get to play too many rounds on their defender side because they blow teams out of the
Victor
water.
18-6 coy.
Victor has a 3.0 KDA.
Holy
He's doing
shit.
pretty good. He's having a pretty good map, Achilleos.
That he is.
Victor ngamuk coy.
You know, I'm giving it a pretty high score right now.
Artist looking to go fairly aggro here. Just wants to try to spray down, get rid of the dog. Safe pushes into the cybercade.
Saiful sih udah nggak mikirnya, kayaknya Saiful ini udah mainnya nggak mikir nih.
Attempt there at the grab nade combo. Artist gonna be forced to dash as he once again gets darted, chipped away at. Gives up that A main control, at least for the time being, but Liquid still not feeling comfortable enough to even remotely start pushing forward off of this.
Yeah, but you'll take that exchange as NRG. You're able to keep your rifle. Artist able to survive through all of that. You take Safe out of there. So
Gila, burungnya jauh banget.
for the
Letaknya
side
aja.
of Team Liquid is that much more difficult as they begin to make their way in towards mid. Soulcast, who's having a phenomenal map for Team Liquid, gonna lead the way. The reinforcements are here from NRG. Victor right behind Finesse.
Aduh kelihatan. Sama Soulcast. Aduh Soulcast bisa nge-push. Ayo lo Soulcast. Mau ngapain lo? Gak bisa nge-flash kan lo? Udah mati si Crashes. Kok Crashes udah mati sih? Belum deh, Yampi belum mati. Beda tim anjir. Making my way downtown, watch it burn, sing loud down, when it's done now.
Pinged right there into the shoulder, down to 41 health.
Wah, plan for heaven.
Planted 12 seconds to spare.
Plan for heaven.
Control. NRG gonna look to wrest that away from them.
Plan for heaven.
Oh, Nat's ready for it. Gets the punish on the one. It's limited util here for NRG. Try to retake this one.
Kayaknya menang sih TL harusnya kalau dari positioningnya. Udah post plan dia.
Victor gonna blast back over the trap wire.
But Redguard hears this.
Tapi kan Redguard tetap denger ya.
They are perfectly aware, but Soulcast still losing out of the fight as
What
Victor
the hell?
continues to deliver, but that trap wire comes in clutch. It locks him in place. Nat swings, finds that kill. Leaving just Yampy now. Needs to try to find the elimination. Gets onto it. It's not held to half, so Artist cannot
Tetap menang, tetap menang.
It's a round victory for the side of Team Liquid, but it is not nearly
Ya
as
ulti
clean.
ya, tapi Sechelnya udah habis anjir.
No one surviving, no weapons carried over. Yes,
Dia
they do get
dia
Artist at the end of
ulti
the
tapi
explosion.
Capek banget lah. Dia malah refleks ulti itu. Panik kayaknya tadi si Victor. Bukan Victor. Siapa yang jadi race di tim TL? Oke, benar Victor ya.
Gives them just enough information there to clear him out before that showstopper can maybe stop this map and this match.
Oke, ini the real round begins nih. Oh, gila mahal banget buat tim Liquid. Langsung half armor semua dia, udah gak punya duit. Round yang super mahal.
Judge for Artis in male. Trying to see if he can recreate some success from male there. Flash is going to confirm though. Response is the smoke from Sam for NRG. As they, one player on each side watching the flanks. Finesse.
Finesse just coming away with it. Spike was dropped, now picked up. I mean, that's your Flash is gone. Not just the paranoia to try to work with.
Ente ya sih.
Cleared, these smokes start to dissipate. Over out, Victor pulls back, but Artis has just been quietly.
Dor. Artis! GG lah bang, udah bang. Gimana sih ini TL nih? Mati deh. Waduh, nice banget itu, nice dash. Udah deh. Nuts. Udah 5-11.
But they're pressing. They're already in sewers. Victor's wants a challenge, and it's not going to work out.
2v4.
Able to win that out. 21 HP left for him. But still, this is great stuff here from Artis. It's safe. Does a double take there. He checked that corner first and then pulls away from it instantly. Not really kind of.
Gue pikir si Redgar AFK, ternyata dia emang mantekin City dia.
Artis then so keenly there pulls back, comes in. Takes a duel with Nats and then immediately dashes out. Realizes he isn't going to get the better of it, maybe. Just plays defense, waits for the help from his teammates.
Yeah.
So I want to give Artis a lot of credit in that round. I mean, not just because he has a judge in male. Anybody, you know, that's not the most difficult thing in the world to pull off.
Making my way downtown, watch it burn.
Yes, exactly.
Just keeping cool, calm, and collected. Very well aware that, you know, yes, they had enough money to buy into that round. Anything beyond that would have been pretty punishing to them, so wants to hold on and retain as much as they possibly can. And yeah, I mean, you can see just completely and utterly frazzled are safe and Soulcast on that approach into male. Held on to here for the side of Team Liquid. Very much weakened up. Connecting. Artis lingering forward. Catches Red Guard. It's Finesse. Oh, this could be absolutely
GG, udah GG, udah GG guys, GG. Match point dan tim Liquid force by. Force by. Hari-hari force by. Hari-hari force by.
Gets the final kill. Unbelievable stuff.
It's the final countdown.
Once again for NRG.
He's climbing up the standings.
Udah bang, gak usah time out bang. Pulang bang. Pulang bang, tim Liquid pulang.
And that's one of these sites completely locked off. As Liquid, in desperation, call this timeout to see what they can get done, but it would have to be a 7 consecutive round run back to deny this away from NRG, and even then, it's only into overtime. What a miracle it would be, and I would love to see it. But right now, it just feels like the odds, the deck, that they're stacked against Team Liquid.
Think about this, Achilleos. We're about to lose another #1 seed. First, the NA #1 seed went down. Now the EMEA #1 seed potentially about to fall. And that would just leave from Pacific as the last #1 seed standing.
Sama Fnatic bang. Kan Fnatic juga bang.
Main regions, of course, EDG. I mean, I can't wait, but it's neither here nor there.
Bang kan ada Fnatic bang. Oh gitu bang. Oh Fnatic gak dianggap bang. Making my way downtown, watching it fun.
And it is trying to change things up. Artist just updrafting so they can
Kita lihat force buy-nya Saipul. Aduh. Udah GG. Udah GG dah. GG dah. Bye bye tim Liquid. Bye bye tim Liquid. Bye bye.
As the second representative here from America still in the tournament.
Aduh, tim Liquid kalah sama EG, kalah sama NRG, cowok.
Leading Fnatic all on their lonesome to represent the region.
And a huge round of applause from the crowd here in Japan.
Kalian kok prediksinya bener mulu sih di voting gua? Siapa yang bakal pulang? Tim Liquid bener. Gokil kalian loh votingnya loh.
And NRG
sesuai vote anjir.
had so much here on their attacker side of split. It was just too
Liquid,
much
Liquid. Lucu lo. Lucu lo Liquid, lucu. Pelawak, pelawak. PRX juga ntar pulang guys. Habis ini juga PRX pulang kok, tenang aja. Kalau PRX gak pulang sih gue nggak ngerti lagi sih. Asli. Kalau PRX gak pulang, somehow someway menang lawan EDG. Wah, gila berarti. Keren itu.
After they were the ones to finally send EDG down to the lower bracket. But here today, NRG have decided that they are not going out early. They do not want to have another performance like Lock-In, exiting, around 5th place, like they had with this core in Champs 21 as Envious. They say, no, we are here to stay. We're continuing to persevere. We'll have to just wait and see. Tomorrow.
Pindah London.
And whether or not they're going to be able to continue this lower bracket run.
And if they can, it's going to be yet another top 3 finish for this NRG core, for Finesse and company. They have been just so resilient, so
Mantap,
smart.
GG.
Every time they make such great adjustments throughout series, even when things go sideways, they're able to keep their heads together and continue to just be
GG.
Yeah, I agree with you on Team Liquid as well, that I think they can get better. There's so much potential on that team. I mean, Nats is still Nats. He's still incredible.
Alright everybody, that's the end of the stream. Oke, gue udahan dulu streamingnya. Terima kasih banyak semuanya yang sudah menonton streaming watch party kita kali ini. Kita bakal streaming lagi nanti malam. Nanti malam main apa nggak tahu. Bisa jadi TFT, bisa jadi game baru, bisa jadi TFT. Jadi kita lihat nanti malam aja. Kalau gue main TFT, gue bakal bagi-bagi kode telur ke kalian. Tapi kalau gue nggak main TFT, berarti gue nggak bagi-bagi kode telur ke kalian. Anyway, gue mau record dulu, jadi kita akan berjumpa lagi nanti malam dan juga besok. Besok kita bakal masih streaming, masih watch party paginya kayak gini. Besok itu EG lawan Fnatic, seru banget. Oke, see you all later. Terima kasih yang sudah menonton. Jangan lupa kasih like, share, subscribe, dan join membership buat yang belum. Terima kasih yang sudah. I'll see you guys again in the next stream. Cheers guys, and bye bye. Thank you semuanya yang udah nonton. Bye bye. Peace out. Bam.